basically, I'm not sure which batch, but like this started like October. So we have these previous batches, day-wise recorded video, and also the current batch recorded video. So yesterday we have uploaded our day one. So you can see the day one as well as we have mentioned the batch 12. We are belongs to batch 12. So this is day one 29/24. I'm in 2024. Yeah, 29 January 2024. So already 31 people have viewed this, and we will keep uploading our recorded video on the YouTube in the same playlist. So, and it will be available at the top only. The older video will goes down automatically, and the new video will come at the top automatically. So now we have day one video. If you want, if you have any clarification, feel free to go. Go and watch this video also, just as a reference. And yeah, so this is all about YouTube or the recorded session. We will be uploading on an everyday basis. And yeah, and LMS. So I'll just open my LMS now. Yesterday also we discussed about this attendant. Now I hope like all of you clear how to mark your attendance. Now we will see, is there any materials are available? If yes, like where is this materials available and how to access that? We can see that now. Yeah. So you all aware now, this is your self-attendance column. If you see my page, yesterday it was present, today it is mentioned as absent. So now what I have to do, I have to press here to mark myself present. So once I press this, it will change automatically into P. It means like present. And if you see in the left hand side, there are 4 options are available. The third option is like study materials. Okay, just click that, where you can see FDP study materials button or like line. And once you open that, you will get a module wise module wise materials as well as the handbook. So this handbook will talk about the very minute informations like of all the topics which you are discussing. So the handbook is almost like I think 200 plus pages. It will be very useful. You can also use this as a curriculum for your student also. And apart from this, we also have module 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is basically the modules which we are covering on a daily basis. And if you open this module 1, so you'll be having a PPT which will be downloaded automatically. Sorry, yeah, which will be which will be open, or you can also download this. So you can also download and you can also save it in your device. You can also use it in the offline. So these are the PPT which we used yesterday, right? So if you want to have any reference, you can also go to this module and you can also download and you can also refer this. So whatever curriculum we are using, it is available on the LMS. Feel free to open and see that at any time, or download and save it in your device, and you can use it at any time. This is one reference. Second one is like YouTube channel. Whatever sessions we are taking, we are recording the session and we are also uploading the same on the playlist of our YouTube channel, and you can also refer to that. So material is also available, recorded session is also available, and LMS is also available for your self-attendance. So please mark your attendance on a daily basis. So yeah, these are the 3 things I thought of, like give you the announcement before we start the technical sessions. Again, I'm just repeating it, like the 3, this thing is like, one is, the study materials are available on the LMS. You can also refer to that, and the full curriculum is also available. You can also use it for your students. Second one is like we have also uploaded the recorded sessions, and we also using this Google Sheet where you can also mention your challenges, which is related to the LMS. Okay. And with this, like I stop presenting my screen, as well as I think it's 9:44. I'll stop my discussion also, but I'll just see is there any attendance sheet is still not coming, sir. Ma'am, again, please use this LMS sheet. I just check like whether you have used your LMS sheet or not for Gomati. Ma'am, Gomati ma'am, you have not even registered on the LMS. Till yesterday, you have not even registered on the LMS. So please register on the LMS. If you have no idea how to register, you can also refer to our recorded session. We have mentioned, we have also recorded our session where we discussed how to how to register on the LMS. So you can also refer to that. And so yeah, again, like LMS is very important. LMS attendance is very important for us to release your certificate. So please ensure you are registering on the LMS and mark your attendance. Okay. I hope like Ashwini ma'am got the answers. She was asking where to mark the attendance. Okay. Okay, good. I think with this, I'm handing over the session to Magesh and Narendra. Over to both of you.
Thank you, Shashwatan. Good morning, all dear faculty members. Uh, Mahesh, can I start today's concept?
Narendra, if you're speaking, I'm not able to hear you.
Yes, yes. Now I'm audible to you?
Yes, Mahesh.
Yes. Okay. Yes, Narendra, we can start. I
Yeah.
think
Am I audible now?
faculty is
Audible?
Yes, you are
Sorry,
audible.
it's audible. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm sharing the screen. All of you, please open your portal.azure.com. We'll try to build some applications on that. So this is my portal. So all of you, please connect to this portal. And today we need to use the resource group name as FDP12 day 2. So here I'm going for one major application for building a server and the server which can be used for hosting our websites. So let us consider the service name is virtual machine. This is my service name virtual machine. So why I'm considering this virtual machine as my service for today is just I want to use this virtual machine is like something like your laptop, which is having like a CPU, memory, a disk, everything will be there, which are used to store your data. Okay, so it is something like a virtual machine is nothing but your laptop. Okay, your PC, which is there on the cloud. So you can use this virtual machine for anything like if you want to back up your operating system, if you want to protect the data, if you want to protect the data, then you can keep the data in the virtual machine. If you want to load balance, so then these virtual machines can be used. And if you want to host any application, any static application, static website or dynamic website on a server, so I can make this virtual machine to act like a server. So all these are applications for virtual machine. So now I'm going and defining this virtual machine. I want to develop this virtual machine as a server. Okay, so for that, I'm having two virtual machines. I can build two types of virtual machines here basing on the operating system. The first virtual machine is like a Windows based. I'm calling the virtual machine as VM. The second one is Linux based. Okay, Windows based virtual machine and Linux based virtual machine. Okay, so we'll try to go for these two virtual machines and we'll try to go for one application for each. So you can extend the same concept for any other applications once you create the virtual machine. Okay, so we want to create these virtual machines and then we want to make the virtual machine to act like a server. And this server we are using to host one particular sample website. So that is our motto for today's class. Okay, let us wait. Let us go for that directly to Windows based virtual machine. Okay, now I'm going to the portal.azure.com. This is the basic interface for portal Azure portal, and here I'm clicking on Microsoft Azure, and here I'm typing the service name. So I know already that the service name is this is my service name. This is my service name, virtual machine. So directly go to the text box and type virtual machine. When you are typing, you can see all matchings will be displayed. So you can see clearly when I'm typing virtual, all matchings will be displayed. So the some matchings will be under services tab. You can see clearly. So now I'm selecting only the matchings are the service names which are comes under services. I'm not taking the services which are under marketplace. So I'm taking like virtual machine which is there under services. Just select this virtual machine, click on this. Now I am entering inside the virtual machine. So in this virtual machine in my subscription, I don't have any virtual machine till now. So zero. So there are no records available for virtual machine. No virtual machine is created yet. Now I want to create for my own. So just click on this plus. This is any service can be created with almost 50 to 60% the same procedure. So just going for that particular page, like a virtual machine is the service, I am going to the virtual machines page and I am searching for the virtual machine. If the virtual machine is not there, I'm creating my own. So just click on this plus create and then select Azure virtual machine, the first option. So now I am inside the create virtual machine page. So as usual, yesterday also we have seen like basics, so many tabs are there. Under each and every tab, we are giving some data. Okay, the relevant data we are providing. So after that, we are creating the virtual machine. So under basics tab here also, now I'm going for the first one, project details. So and the first option is, so like we need to check whether the subscription is added or not here. So EduNet is a proper subscription, and then I need to go and select one of the resource group. So I can create a new resource group here if I need. Otherwise, I request all you people please select FDP 12 day 2. This is the resource group name. So we are all using the FDP 12 day 2 resource group for today. Okay, so I'm selecting FDP 12 day 2, and then here under instant details, we need to provide the virtual machine name, in which region you want to deploy your virtual machine, and availability options, availability zones. Okay, so there are a few options are there, so we need to provide the data. So now I'm going for,
Narendra?
yeah, Mahesh.
Yes, please go little slow because some faculties are asking to go slow.
Okay then. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I think all faculty members clear with this up to this. Otherwise, can I go from scratch? Let me go from
Yes,
the
yes, Narendra, go from scratch itself.
yeah. I'm just clicking on this Microsoft Azure. So this will be the home page. So this is the home page. In this home page, I am going for the service name called as virtual machine. So in the text box, I am typing virtual machine. So VIRTUAL. When I'm typing virtual machine, all the matchings will come. So these matchings comes under two tabs. One is under services tab, other one is under marketplace tab. So always I'm selecting these services which are comes under services tab only. So now I am selecting this virtual machine. You can see here the first option under services tab. Just select this. Yes. So this is the page. Like this is the page for virtual machines. If virtual machines already created, then I can see the virtual machines here as a list in this white space. And you can clearly see that no virtual machines are there to display. Okay, so now I need to create one virtual machine for myself, for my application. So how can I create? Can anyone tell, please? Any faculty member? No virtual machines are there yet. No, I want to create a new virtual machine. So what is the thing I need to do now?
Sir, click on create button.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Click on
Sir,
create.
one more questions. I have one doubt.
Yes, sir.
Sir, for today's assignments, we have to create a resource first,
Yeah.
then we have to create virtual machine.
Yes, yes. Actually, resource group I have created, sir. Don't create for yourself. Use the same resource group, sir. FDP 12 day 2.
Okay.
So you can create the resources, sir, like virtual machine for Linux, virtual machine for Windows, and then SQL servers.
Yes, actually, yesterday I have not created the resource. That's why I'm asking.
Okay, sir. And that is a 2 minutes practice, sir. I'll show you at the last.
Okay.
That is a 2 minutes practice, sir. That is a very simple thing. But for all the virtual machines and all the services, please use the same resource group, sir. FDP 12 day 2. Yeah. So I'm just clicking on create. Just click on create and select the first option, Azure Virtual Machine. Click on this Azure Virtual Machine. So now I am in create virtual machine page. So if I want to create a virtual machine, I need to provide some details. So the details are like this. So the subscription, it should be EduNet. Every one of you are getting like EduNet only. And here the important thing is resource group. So just select this box and select FDP 12 day 2. This is my resource group. And please use this resource group for all your virtual machines. Just select this FDP 12 day 2. And then it is asking instant details. Instant details is just nothing but when a virtual machine is created. So what should be the name of this virtual machine? Okay, that is the meaning of this. So now it is asking virtual machine name. Here in this text box, I am writing my virtual machine name as, so this is my name, Eluri Narendra. I'm just taking EN and VM1. VM stands for virtual machine and 1 stands for, this is the first instance. So EN VM1. So like that, you also give a unique name that should not be replicated. Okay, that should be a unique name. So EN VM1 I have given, and you can keep the region. So that means once the service called as virtual machine is created, now where I need to deploy this particular virtual machine, this service. So I am selecting in East US region, because I already told you in the last day, like in the East US, all the services are available. So no need to worry. All the services like virtual machine is available, like SQL Server is available, like storage accounts are available. So that is the reason why I'm selecting East US only. So once you select East US, so this is our default version. Okay. And I'm going for availability options. So availability options means what? So just try to understand. Availability means suppose you have created a virtual machine. So that created virtual machine should be available, should be seamlessly giving you the service 24/7 and 365 days. So now what I'm doing for 100, that is called 100% availability. So 24/7, 365 days, the service is with you only. So, but the billing will be very high if you are opting 100% availability. So for that, if it is a real-time business, I might have selected 24/7, 365 days. Even I don't worry about the billing. The business people will take care of that. But since it is a demo purpose, okay, even for your students also, always recommend you are also demonstrating this service for your students also. So take the availability options as these are the different availability options. Like I can go for no infrastructure redundancy. So no infrastructure redundancy means only one virtual machine is created, no redundant, like a second copy of the virtual machine will not be created. Okay, that is the thing. Availability zone is there, so where we are replicating the same virtual machine for many times. So this provides the backup. Okay, I am not going for the backup, so I can provide the backup either by going for availability zone, virtual machine scale sets, and availability set. I'm not going for this. I'm going for selecting no infrastructure redundancy. So you can guide your students also, select no infrastructure redundancy. That means this virtual machine only, this virtual machine. So EN VM1, this is the only virtual machine which is going to be created, only one copy. That's it. And then coming to the security type. Okay, security type is you can select this from this combo box. And I'm selecting, these are the different types of securities available. So since I'm not keeping any important data in the virtual machine, I'm going for standard. Okay, I just select the standard. There are many security types are also available. So that depends on your like data. If the data is so crucial, if the data is so valuable, then you can select the advanced security types also. Okay, for each and every option, there will be a billing. Okay, so I'm just going for the standard versions only. After selecting the security types as standard, now I'm going for operating system. So this is image. So this is called as image. Now this by default, it is in Ubuntu. So I just want to take the operating system as a Windows operating system. So you can see that a Windows Server 2022 data center Azure edition. So I'm just selecting this. This is my Windows operating system. You can clearly see Windows Server 2022. All of I'm requesting all the people like you can select this Windows Server. You can make a note of this on paper or in the notepad so that you can also guide your students. So this is a little bit easy one. So Windows Server 2022 data center Gen 2. Okay, this is my operating system. So this is having the virtual machine architecture is 64-bit architecture. Okay, don't change this. By default, it is there in a 64-bit architecture. Scroll down a little bit and here I need to select the size. The size should be like it should be like B1MS. Otherwise, all of you under size, there is an option like see all sizes. Click on this all sizes. And you can see this is the VM size. So VM size, what is the meaning of this VM size? Let us consider B1S. This is my size of virtual machine. Okay. So what is the meaning of this? Okay. So you are having one virtual CPU. So the CPUs are one, the RAM is 1 gigabyte, the total 2 data disks are there, and this is the maximum input output operations. Okay, so that is the meaning of this size B1S. Okay, now I am selecting B1MS. So you can identify, you can scroll down and you can check for B1S, B1MS. Okay, B1MS is not available here. You can see B1S is there, B2MS is there, B2S is there. B1MS is not available. Just scroll down a little bit. There we are finding B series. I think all of you are identifying this particular B series. Just expand this B series, and here you are having B1MS. So just select this B1MS. Okay, so this is my B1MS. This is the size of this virtual machine. What is the meaning of B1MS? So I am taking one CPU, 2 GB RAM, 2 data disk, and this is my maximum input output operations. Okay, so after selecting B1MS, I'm just clicking on select. This is my size. Okay, so this you can see here standard. This is the size of my virtual machine. So standard B1MS. What is the B1MS? I'm selecting one CPU, 2 GB memory, and this is the amount of pricing for this virtual machine per month. Okay, so after that, just scroll down a little bit, and here suppose in administrative account, so we need to provide some data. So what is that data? After creating the virtual machine in your subscription in the cloud, so if you want to access, if you want to get connected to the virtual machine, then we need to have like provide the username and password. This is for security reasons. Okay, so it is enabling you only to access the particular virtual machine or the particular service. So for which I am requiring so some username and some password. So I'm just always giving my username as enadmin1. So the same way you also create. Don't use any random name. It should be unique name. So I am giving enadmin1 as my username, and you can give your own admin name here. This is my username, and provide the password both the cases. Okay, I'm just deleting this. I'm providing the password. The password is the combination of capital letters, small letters, numbers, and special characters. Okay, now I'm providing the my my password. So this is my password. Okay, it is, you can see here green tick comes here. Green tick comes means like a syntax is followed. So again I'm giving the password again. You can see one more green ticks comes. So this and this three green ticks comes here. So I have given username properly, password also properly. Okay, after giving this username and password, please remember, and you can remember this by writing on the paper, or you can copy and paste on the here. Okay, so this is my username, this is my password, and so on. Okay, this is very important. Once the virtual machine service is created, if you want to connect to the virtual machine, these two are important. This username and this password is important. So I can remember. So these two, if you are not able to remember, please make a note of this on the notepad. That is up to you. So now I'm scrolling down a little bit, and here, if I want to connect to my virtual machine, okay, through which port I am connecting from my laptop to the cloud. So by default, if it is a Windows operating system, we are connecting to the virtual machine which is there on the cloud from my laptop through remote desktop port. Okay, RDP port. So the number is 3389. So there are many ways are there, like I can go and select one of this. So mostly RDP is the port which I am using to connect to Windows based application, and I'm selecting one more like port as HTTP 80 port. So I'm just selecting this. So if I want to connect to virtual machine, RDP is enough. But why I'm selecting HTTP port means, so can anyone tell why I'm selecting this port? Any faculty who are like from computer science background? Why I'm selecting? What is the use?
Sir, for accessing website.
Yes, sir. Correct, sir. So for accessing the websites, Okay, so this RDP is only to connect to my service. So that is only to connect to my virtual machine, which is there on the cloud. But after connecting, I want to use the virtual machine to host one website. So to host one website, I need a port, 80 port, HTTP port I need to have. So that is the reason why I'm selecting these two ports. Okay. So RDP port is used to connect to the virtual machine, which is there on the cloud from my laptop. This HTTP port I'm using only to host one particular static website as a sample website on the virtual machine. So I just select these two and then scroll down, and there is an option like licensing. So there is an option like licensing. So just click on the license. So I am asking the cloud service provider to go for the licensed version of the operating system and all. So just select this and confirm. Okay. And then click on the disk. Okay. Next. Just click on the next. So here under disk tab, we need to provide some of the inputs. Like I'm just selecting the disk type, operating system disk type. It is there as the second option. So it is by default, it is in premium SSD. You can keep it as it is, no issues. But for my application, like I'm changing premium to standard SSD. I'm just changing that to standard SSD. For your case, like you can keep it as a premium also. Okay, so I'm just going for standard SSD. So this is enough for my application, standard SSD. I'm not changing anything. I'm just looking what is there inside this page. Okay, after that, I'm clicking on next. Next means networking. I'm going inside networking tab. So this is my networking tab, and this is my virtual network. You can see here, this is my virtual network. Okay. So Shakti VM. So someone already used this, I think. Shakti VM. So who created this Shakti VM? I have connected to this Shakti VM. Okay, let me create my own virtual network. So I have connected to, see here, it should be like my name, EN VM1 hyphen VNet. My virtual network name should be like that. Since I'm getting Shakti VM hyphen VNet. So that means I have connected to this particular virtual network. So this virtual network as like Shakti is also using. So when Shakti is using and I am also using the same virtual network, there will be a conflict. So in order to, hello? Hello? Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am, you are audible.
yeah. So in order to avoid this conflict right away, so I'm just creating my own virtual network. Just click for you, like if you are having your virtual machine name followed by hyphen VNet, that is okay. So now I'm giving my virtual network like EN VM1 hyphen VNet. Okay, this is my like virtual network I want to create. So why I'm creating this? Maybe for you, the conflict will not be there. So always remember that if under networking tab, if this is the name like ENVM1 is your virtual machine name, it should be followed by VNet. Then that is correct. Otherwise, please create a new one. So this is okay for me. So I'm just scrolling down a little bit. Okay, I'm not changing anything here except the virtual network. And now I'm clicking on next. Just click on next. Now I am going under management tab. So just look at what is there inside this management tab. I'm not going for any auto shutdown. If you want to go for auto shutdown, so you can enable this. Okay. So then it is asking like when to auto shutdown. So you can see. So when to auto shutdown. So the shutdown time is, you can clearly mention at what time it need to be automatically shut down your virtual machine. Okay. So that is up to you. So I'm not going. Mahesh, I'm getting sound.
ఎవరికన్నా చెప్పరా నేను అనేది ఇప్పుడు నువ్వు అందరి గాడి
Hello. So auto shutdown feature, if you want to enable, you can enable, and you can mention the name at 7 p.m. Even if I don't shut down the virtual machine, it will be shut down. So if you are not using the virtual machine, always a preferable thing is shut down your virtual machine so that your billing will not be done. If you're keeping your virtual machine on, so then the billing will be continuously pouring on your service. So I'm just not taking any auto shutdown here. Backup also I'm not taking. Any OS updates also I'm not taking. Okay. So what will be the operating system? Okay, that is Windows 2022 data center, that will remain as it is. I am not getting, I'm not enabling the OS updates also. So I just look at the options available under management tab. So don't, if you, that is depends on you, select one of the options. And now I'm not selecting any of the options and now clicking on next. So here I am under monitoring tab. I'm not selecting any of the things. Just go and check what is there inside this monitoring tab. I'm not selecting anything. Click on next. So on the advanced tab also, I'm not going for changing anything. So click on the next. So tax will come. Already we have seen like if you want to keep your name, you can keep it. So otherwise you can leave it. So then click on next. Then I will be under review plus create page. You can see here on the top running final validation. So you can see here clearly a validation is passed. A green tick marks comes. So validation passer means whatever be the details I am asking, whatever be the request I have made to the cloud service provider, all the things are on the proper manner. So you can see the my pricing here. So if I create a virtual machine, Windows based virtual machine, my pricing will be 1.6 rupees per hour. Hourly billing will be done. So after getting this validation passed, after seeing the amount is okay, if the amount is okay for you, then click on create. So when I'm clicking on create, it is going and developing this particular requirement for my subscription. You can see clearly submitting the deployment.
Hello.
Yeah, sir.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, sir. Yes, yes. Go on, sir.
Yeah. So when I'm actually review plus create, I am getting a warning message saying that you have set RDP open to internet. This is only recommended for testing. So is that okay?
Yes, a warning you can ignore, sir.
Okay. Okay.
So
I
warning,
did not see that warning on your screen, so I was just wondering if.
so you can create, sir. You can directly click on create.
Okay.
So deployment is in progress. So that means here, can anyone tell what is the meaning of this? Deployment is in progress. I have explained this in yesterday's class. So please try once, anyone. Deployment is in progress. You can see here under deployment details, ENVM1 is created, ENVM1 1991 is created. You can see here, operation details are every subservice. So here we are requesting something like envm1-vnet. This is the subservice. The main service name is, like I mentioned here, the main service name is virtual machine. If I want to create a virtual machine, I need some sub-services also. So what is the sub-services? So this is one sub-services. That means what? Virtual network. Without virtual network, I cannot communicate. Okay, so this is my sub-services, network security group, IP addresses. So all these are all called as sub-services. Once the sub-services are created and they are under operating condition, properly operating conditions, then I can create my service, final service as virtual machine. So that means deployment is in progress means I am creating my service which is in operating condition. So you can see here, all the services are created. Then finally my service is created, which is in the operating condition. So that is the meaning of deployment. So just I'm clicking on go to resource, this blue button. Click on this go to resource. So you can clearly see now I am in ENVM1 page. You can see this is ENVM1. What is ENVM1? This is the name of my virtual machine. So that means here I am in my virtual machine page, Windows virtual machine page. Okay, so you can see this is my service name. Virtual machine is my service name and ENVM1 is my name of the service. Okay, so after that you can click on this overview and you can see what is the details provided for this particular service by me. So like what is the resource group, what is the status? You can see the status is
Excuse me, Narendra sir, can I ask a
yes, sir.
question? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yes,
actually,
yes.
I'm getting an error while creating it. I have posted the error message on chat.
Okay, sir. Okay. So let me check, sir. So almost give me 5 minutes. I'll complete this service and I'll check from your end also, sir. So you can see here the status is running. So the virtual machine is created and now it is in running condition. And I had deployed this virtual machine in which server? You can see the server is in East US. The server is in East US and the subscription is EduNet, operating system is Windows, the size is B1MS, and this is my public IP address. This is my virtual network. This is DNS name, everything. Okay, so all these things are there. So you can check once. So the most important thing for me is like after this EM like a virtual machine is created. Okay, in this location, East US location in my subscription. Okay, now I want to connect to my virtual machine, okay, which is there on the cloud. So for which I need IP address. So already I know that I can connect to my virtual machine through RDP port, remote desktop protocol using RDP protocol. So now for which I need some IP address, public IP address. So this is the public IP address for my virtual machine or for my laptop, which is there on the cloud. So I'm calling this virtual machine as my laptop, which is there on the cloud. So I want to connect to this resource using this IP address. Just copy this IP address, just click on this. So I have copied this public IP address. Now I am using this public IP address to connect to my virtual machine. Up to this is part number 1 for creating the virtual machine. So once if you are creating this virtual machine, please take the screenshot of this and please post it on the chat. We will take 2 minutes, we'll wait for 2 minutes so that every faculty can take the screenshot and they can post it on the chat. After that, I will show you how to connect to this virtual machine, which is there in the cloud from my laptop. All of you, please take the screenshot and please post it in the chat so that we can also see how many of you are performing.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. I'm trying to create the virtual machine, but I'm unable to select the site, sir.
Okay.
I have posted the snapshot.
Okay. So can you share, Mahesh? Can we give
Ma'am, can you
access?
change the region? Can you change the region of data center? Like any other region you can choose and see whether you're getting the size of.
Ma'am, you can go to basics tab under which
Okay.
the region is there. Change that to East US2. So most
Okay.
of the times, the problem is like we under our subscription, EduNet subscription, we are having a limited quota. If everybody of us creating, the quota may be exhausted. So for which I think I need to go for some other region where the quota is available.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. And then see, yesterday I have mentioned a theoretical point like resource pooling. So the resource pooling is just now, this is the example for this. So let us consider 10 services or 10 virtual machines are available for this EduNet subscription. All of us utilize all the 10 services. Now, if the 11th person comes, so she may not have the access to the virtual machine, which is there in the same region. So that means once we all released our virtual machines after some time, so she can get connected to virtual machines. So that is resource pooling. So the resources are pooled, and if I'm using, I can other persons cannot use under one subscription. If I release my my resources, others can also use. So this is what like yesterday I explained the bus where the student is getting into the bus and sitting on the seat, and if he left for his house, and the second student can sit in the same seat. So that is how we can define the resource pooling. And please select, if anyone not able to create, please select the different region like East US2 and go for the same procedure. Now you are able to create your virtual machine. So I think you all created the virtual machine and posted in the chat. Okay, now I'm going to connect to this virtual machine EN VM1. So for which I need a public IP address. I already copied this public IP address. So there are two ways are there. I can go and connect from this, like connect, and I can click on this connect. Okay, I can click on this connect, and otherwise, if you are using this operating system, Windows operating system, so just type RDC, remote desktop connection. So just type RDC in the search box, and you can see remote desktop connection is visible here. So just delete this, and here in this text box, like you can paste the IP address which we copied. This is the IP address of the virtual machine, which is there in the cloud. So I just copied this IP address in this box and then click on connect. Now it is trying to connect to the virtual machine. So already we know that when you attempt to connect to the virtual machine, it is asking the security reasons like username and password. Okay, provide the username. So at the time of creation, a virtual machine you might have created, you might have given the username and password. So my username is EN admin1. So this is my username, and I'm giving my password also. So please provide your password. So I have provided the password also, just clicking on OK. So now it is asking this one. So this is security conditions. So yes, always. So now you can see. So this is the screen you are going to see here. So
Sir, please repeat this step.
yeah. So please click on the your Windows button, type RDC, sir. So I just minimize this. So here you can type RDC, remote desktop connection. You can see this one, right? So just click on this app, remote desktop connection, and here whatever be the IP address, it is there. So just delete the IP address and paste the IP address of your virtual machine. So the IP address of your virtual machine is there here. You can see here under overview page. So you are having this public IP address of your virtual machine. Just copy this virtual machine and then go for your remote desktop connection. Here you can paste it like this. So you can paste it like this and click on connect. And then SSL certificate will be popped up and you click on yes.
Sir, I'm getting some error. I will put it in chat box.
Yes, you can keep it, sir. Yeah. So within 2 minutes, I'll complete this and I'll show you I'll explain you your doubts and all. So you can see this is my virtual machine, which is there in the cloud. I have connected to the cloud. So I'm just clicking on this. So you can see here, it is still loading. It is taking 2 to 3 minutes to load completely. Yeah. So still it is even processing. And you can see clearly you can see clearly like IP address of your virtual machine. And you can see here, what is the time here. So maybe if the student is asking like a doubt, like is it a virtual machine or your laptop screen? So you can clearly mention what is the time and what is the date. You can see 4:54 a.m. So why it is 4:54 a.m.? So because this is in East US. So in the East US, in that particular region, this is the time now. Okay, so that is how this is one proof. And you can on the top you can see the IP address. You can see here. You can see here the IP address on the top. Okay, now after loading, I'm just clicking on this add roles and features. So just go for add roles and feature, because so till now what I have done is I have created a virtual machine and I get connected to the virtual machine. So now I want to go for first application of the virtual machine. What is my first application? I want to use this virtual machine to host one static website. That is my application with virtual machine, for which the virtual machine itself is not sufficient. Okay, now I'm adding some extra features to the virtual machine so that it can be work like a server. After that, I can use this server to host the website. So now for which I need to add some extra features. Okay, now if I want to add the extra features to the existing virtual machine, I need to click on this add roles and features.
Sir, can you please be a bit slow?
Okay, ma'am. So where you are now?
Sir, the Windows security credentials I have to give. I don't know which one I have to use for that.
Like while you are creating, you might have given a username and password, no, ma'am. Like I
Yes, sir.
told, like you provide the same.
Okay, sir. Okay, I will.
Uh.
Sir, be a bit slow because we are following you.
Okay, okay. Otherwise, I'll just close this. I'll just close this virtual machine.
Okay.
Again, I'll connect. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. So now again, I want to connect. Okay, I'll show you the method how to connect. Everyone, just follow this. There are two ways. Like I can click on this drop down box and I can select connect. Okay, so this is one. Okay, I'm just showing this second method. So I had shown you earlier using remote desktop connection. This is the second method. I'm just selected connect option. You can see I have selected connect option. Okay, so now you can copy this public IP address. You can clearly see the public IP address of your virtual machine. Just copy. Okay, scroll down a little bit and you can see native RDP. So this is a remote desktop protocol. So using which I can able to connect to my virtual machine, which is there in the cloud. So now down you can click on this download RDP. So under native RDP, there are two options, select and download. So click on this download RDP file and you can see RDP file is created. Okay, so RDP file is created with my name envm1. This is my service name. Okay, so just go to that downloads. So this is my downloads. Just double click on this. Just double click on this. I think up to this it is okay, I think.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so double click on this. You are getting this remote desktop connection. So click on connect. Just click on this connect. So here, maybe if you are logging for the first time, it is asking you to enter your username also, username and password. Since this is the second time I'm entering with the same IP address, it is asking only the password. So for your case, I think you need to provide the username and password. So this username and password we have given at the time of virtual machine creation. So just I'm giving, this is my username, enadmin1. Now I'm providing the password. My password is I'm providing. So this is my password. Ma'am, did you provide username and password here? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I
Oh,
could do it.
yeah.
I could
So after,
connect.
yeah. So after providing username and password, click on OK. So this is the SSL certificate. Click on yes. Now you can see this screen. So this is your virtual machine. Okay, so you can see the IP address. You can see the IP address on the top, or else you can, that is the first proof, so that you can explain that to student that this is not the screen of your laptop. This is the screen of your virtual machine, which is there in the cloud. And this is the first one. The second one is you can see here the time 4:59 AM. So this is the second proof. Okay. You can browse for google.com also, so that it is showing the basic page. So which is common page for the people who are there in that East US region. So you can have many like reasons to show that this is your virtual machine. So now after knowing, after like connecting to my virtual machine, okay, now what I am doing is, so till now what I had done is I have created virtual machine. That is first step. I have created. I think all faculty members are clear with this. Any doubts in this creation of virtual machine? And then second is connect to virtual machine. So I'm connecting to virtual machine in two ways. So using RDC, remote desktop connection, or through connect option. So from any of the methods, we are using the public IP address to get connected to my virtual machine. So you can select any of the methods. Now I am going after getting connected to my virtual machine, I want to make this virtual machine to act like a server. So I want to make this virtual machine to act like a server. So why I am changing the virtual machine to act like a server? Can anyone tell? Already told you the application. Why I need my virtual machine to act like a server?
To host our website.
Yes, correct, sir. Exactly correct. So to host, like this virtual machine is like my laptop, which is a local machine which cannot be used to host any application. But if it is a server, so then I can host any application, any website. So I want to make my virtual machine to host one static website. So this is my application for my virtual machine. So I need to convert my virtual machine to act like a server, for which I need to add some features. So I'm going for adding some features. Adding some features to my existing virtual machine so that it is becoming like a server. Okay, so now I'm adding some features like IaaS feature. So okay, now I'm going to virtual machine. So let us go to the virtual machine. This is my virtual machine, and you can see clearly in this server manager. Everyone should see this one. Under server manager page, like you are having the option like add roles and features. So I'm adding some features, extra features to my existing virtual machine. Please click on this add roles and features. Click on this. So now this page you are going to see. Okay, you can select skip for now and then click on next. All of you please click on this next. Next. Again, just by default it is selected role based installation. Okay, click on next. So this is my virtual machine name, existing virtual machine name, and this is the IP address of that. So click on this. And now here I need to select the roles and responsibilities. Okay, I'm adding some extra features here. So all of you, can you see this web server IaaS? Please tell me this. Can you see from bottom 1, 2, 3, third option from bottom, web server IaaS. So this feature I want to add. If I'm adding this feature IaaS, so then it is becoming the virtual machine becoming acting like a server. So all of you select IaaS from the bottom. Okay, web server. So I'm making this acting like a web server. So after this selecting, so click on add features. Okay, if you want to add even more features, then you can always add. So for example, I'm telling I want to add this feature also. Okay, so just add this feature also. That is up to you, up to your application. You can add these many features to your virtual machine. So for my application, I need a simple application. I want to change my virtual machine to act like a server, and this server I'm using to host my website. That's it. So for which I need only one option, like IaaS option is enough. But for example, I'm telling this example also. So you can select any of the features and finally click on next. So click on next, again next, again next, and then next, 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 and finally you can go for installing. So these are the features which we have selected. So IaaS is there. Okay, these are the features which we have selected for this virtual machine. I'm just clicking on this install. All of you click on this install. So all these features till now what we have selected, these extra features are going to add to my existing virtual machine. You can clearly see that the progress of the installation. So installation is started on ENVM1. ENVM1 is my virtual machine name. It is taking 2 to 3 minutes to completely install all these features in my virtual machine. It is quite simple. It is the procedure is for any resource creation, for any service creation in Microsoft Azure, the same procedures we are following. The same templates will be there, basic template will be there, review, create, everything is similar. Okay, it is taking a little time to get updated. You can see installation succeeded on ENVM1. So you can clearly see. So under this bar, you can see installation is succeeded. So once the installation is succeeded, I think all of you got succeeded, I think. So after installation succeeded, click on close. After this installation succeeded on your virtual machine, so click on close. And you can see here, so from if I scroll down in this page, I can see here this IIS feature is visible now. It is not visible before installation of this IIS feature in virtual machine. Local server is enabled. So now IIS server is enabled. So this feature is installed. So all these features are installed in my virtual machine. So I'll wait for 2 minutes here so that everyone will join at this point. Then we'll move on. So everyone need to see this IIS feature in this window at the bottom. You can see at the bottom. This feature is not there before. At the condition at the condition of virtual machine, this feature is not available. When we add this IIS feature, web server feature, then your virtual machine now it is acting like a server. Now we are calling this virtual machine as a web server, not a virtual machine, because it is having the feature like IIS. That is how you can change your virtual machine to act like a server. So I have added these features and now my virtual machine is acting like a server. Now the next step is I am using the server to host. Okay, I want to host one static website using this server. So this static website, which is there by default in the server itself, in the web server itself, we are having a sample website. So using that sample website, I want to host on this server. So that is the next step. This is application number 1. This is my application. After creating the virtual machine, what is the application of virtual machine means? The first major application is like to host some websites on their server. So now I am going to the virtual machine. This is my virtual machine. Can I move on to the next step? How to host
Yes,
a website?
yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So now what I'm going like this means I need to just close this application. After seeing this IIS feature for your virtual machine, just close this window. So on the top right corner, so close this window. So this is your virtual machine. You can clearly see this is your virtual machine. So just go to C drive. So I'm going from the C drive from recycle bin. So you can go on. So I'm going to like this PC, or like go to C drive, double click on this. In the C drive, you are going to see inetpub, the first like a folder, inetpub. So it should be there. If it is converted to a web server, you are having this particular folder. So just open this folder, double click. So I am inside the inetpub, and in this inetpub, we are having www root. One folder is there. So just open this www root, double click on that, and you can see this is IIS start. So one is PNG file, other one is HTML file. You can see here clearly. So this is my HTML page. So you can see. So this is IIS start. This is my HTML document, and this is my PNG. So now I am using this HTML document like IIS start. This is my sample website. Okay, I want to host like this website in my virtual machine. So how can I do that? Okay, this is the sample website. I want to see what is there inside this sample website. So just close this or minimize this and go to minimize all the virtual machines. Now go to your like your virtual machine. Like my virtual machine is ENVM1. I'm just clicking on overview. Just click on this overview. And here you are having your public IP address. Already you have used this public IP address to connect to your virtual machine. Again, you copy your public IP address. Go to any tab. Go to new tab. Just go to new tab. Here you paste your IP address of your virtual machine. Okay, this is the IP address of your virtual machine. So now I don't want to call this as a virtual machine. This is a server. So this is the IP address of your server, web server. So just enter, and you can see the magic. So this is the IP address of your web server, and it is hosting this website. So this is the like sample website which I have shown you in the www root folder in the C drive. So this is the sample website provided for us as reference. Suppose if you don't want to use this standard or sample website, okay, so what you do is like I don't want to use this. Okay, so now I'm going to my virtual machine. Okay, up to this, is it okay? Okay, what I'm doing is I have shown you how to host a static websites or sample website on the web server. Okay, is it okay? This particular part, the fourth part.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now I'm going for the next part. Suppose say some of you are really good at HTML, CSS, Java, maybe Python. Okay, now suppose say you have prepared your own website, your own business website, and you want to use this web server to host your website. So now I am going for my own HTML page. Okay, my own HTML page and to host on the web server. How I am creating my own HTML page. Okay, so some of you are having really good knowledge on HTML page. I'm not going for a detailed creation of the HTML page. I'm going for a little sample. Okay, just go for virtual machine again. So go to virtual machine. This is my virtual machine. Go to C drive. I'm going from this way. Recycle bin. This PC. Go to the C drive. Yeah. Go to inetpub. Go to www root. There you are having these two files. These are the two like sample files. So just select these two. Control A, delete. So now I had deleted these two sample HTML, two files. Now I want to create my own HTML page. So if you are already created one HTML page, then directly copy and paste in this, and you can use the same IP address of the virtual machine to host this application. What is there inside this www root? But here I'm preparing one HTML document for this. Okay, just right click on this, new, and then text document. Okay, now I'm giving this name as index. All of you give the same name, index.txt. Okay, this is the text file. This name should be same. So I'm just opening this document, and here I am mentioning, hi, welcome to EduNet. So this is what I want to mention. So this is the welcome message I want to display in the website. Hi, welcome to EduNet. Anything you want to type, you can type it. So I'm saving this. Go to file, save. Okay, it is saved, and now I am going for save as. You can see here, save as. Now I'm going for save as. Now I want to convert this text document to HTML document. Okay, first you select save as type. Save as type as all files. And here, just change the extension of this file. Instead of txt there, remove the txt and place HTML. The extension of this file is HTML. Select the save as type is all files. Just click on save. So close this. So this is saved. You can see index is HTML page. So index.txt is my text file, which is converted to HTML page. You can see here. You can see HTML document is created. Okay, this is my HTML page. Now I want to host this particular HTML page in the web server. So I'm just minimizing. Okay, minimizing the virtual machine also. Now I'm going to this. This is my IP address, which is hosting the old website. Okay, I have already deleted. Now I am refreshing this. See here, the same IP address I'm using. I'm refreshing this. So whatever be the changes I made in www root, it will be displayed. You can see the old website went off, and now you can see, hi, welcome to EduNet. So like this, if you want to create your own static or your own business website, dynamic website, then you can create and you can keep it in www root, and you can host using the public IP address. And you can share this public IP address to any of your friends, any of your customers, so that they can also see and they can also connect to your websites, and they can they can do the business also. So this is what the first application of virtual machine. Okay, I think we completed this one also. So this is all about Windows based virtual machine. You can define hundreds of application on this virtual machine. This is one application which I want to show it to you. So now I will ask you one simple question. After seeing this virtual machine, please tell me the delivery model for this. Can you predict the delivery model for this service? Delivery model of this, name of the delivery model for this virtual machine. So I'll give you the answers also. Is it comes under IaaS, PaaS, or SaaS? Which delivery model it comes under this virtual machine?
PaaS, PaaS, platform as a service.
Yeah. So now, if I'm hosting my HTML page on my my server or my virtual machine, it is becoming a PaaS, because I have requested hardware. Can you all accept I have requested the hardware from the cloud service provider? Is it correct?
Yes.
Yes, Windows Data Center 2022, that is the operating system I have requested from the cloud service provider. So like software I have requested, hardware also I have requested. Like I have shown you the hardware size also, B1MS, where I'm requesting one virtual CPU, 2 GB RAM. So two disks are there, data disks are there. So these are the hardware part. So I have requested the hardware and operating system from a cloud service provider I'm using for my application. Okay, so for my application means I am designing my own website. So this is my own website. I am keeping my data into my HTML page and I'm running my application. That means what I am doing is I have requested hardware and software. So that is the reason why it is called as like PaaS, a platform as a service. So like this is one example for PaaS. You can show, you can keep it as a reference or to explain your students and all. So that is what I want to explain. With this, I'm concluding this virtual mission. Any doubt now? I'm open to clarify your doubts. Anybody having any sort of issue, please rise and if you are connected to, if you are if you host your own HTML page or the same sample website, please take the snapshot and please keep it on the chat so that we also feel good. Ashwini ma'am shared, not able to add roles and explain how to create virtual machine. Mahesh? Hi, Ashwini. Okay, Ashwini ma'am created one. Nice. So Ashwini ma'am created one static website of her own. So that is good. Welcome to EduNet from Prashant. Okay, Prashant sir also created. Nice, sir.
Okay, Narendra, I think
Yeah.
we should take 10 minutes break and then we can continue with the Linux-based virtual machine.
Okay. So meanwhile, I request all the faculty members please practice within the 10 minutes. Provide your attendance and come back after 10 minutes. At 11 o'clock, we'll start another virtual machine, that is Linux-based virtual machine. We'll all break for 10 minutes.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Sir, I have a small doubt.
Yes, sir. Go on, sir.
Actually, when creating a free registration through the Microsoft Azure, it is asking debit card number to deduct the amount. How much amount it is possible to deduct, sir?
Sir, it depends on your service, sir. Like if you want to create your like free account, it is giving us, like Microsoft people is giving us $200. Within the $200, if the service comes, then no issue. No amount will be deducted from your credit card or debit card. If your service is more than like $200 limit, then you need to pay.
It is based on the utilization only, they will deduct.
Yes, yes, it is completely pay as you go or consumption based model. The amount of services you are using, the same amount of billing.
When
Yes,
we
sir.
are comparing AWS, initially when we are creating a free user account, at that time they are deducting ₹2.
Okay. Yeah, it's
That
a
is, they are
marketing
mentioned
strategy, sir.
$1, but they are deducting. No, they are deducting only ₹2 from our account. For this Microsoft Azure, how much they are deducting, sir, initially?
So initially they don't deduct single NP. They only provide $200 for you on your free subscription. So if you are a faculty, sir, if you are a faculty, you ask your one of the student like ID card you take and create a free account on his name and use that $200. Once the limit is exhausted, then again you take one more student ID card and create one more free account and you can practice. So like this, you can use a little hack this only.
Oh, but when you are registered as a faculty, they are going to deduct some amount.
Yes.
For that, I'm asking. On
Yeah, free
another
account.
side, I'm asking.
Yeah, free account is for only students, I think.
Not faculty.
Not faculty. Yes. So better you go
yes,
and
even
yesterday.
Let me add, Narendra. So Ramesh Babu sir, when you will be adding your credit card now, so some amount will be
Yes, sir.
deducted, like 1 or 2 rupees, I think they will be deducting, and again they will be crediting to your account in 1 week, I think so. And when your debit card getting verified, then after from Microsoft, they will be crediting you $200 into your account, like in your Microsoft Azure account, not to the bank account, and you can use those $200 for doing those, for creating those resources.
Yes, sir.
And when you do with some student account, there is also one feature of student account in Microsoft Azure, where students can create a free account on this Microsoft Azure portal. And after creating this free account, they will be getting $100 into their accounts actually. So they can utilize those $100 for for creating resources. And apart from
Oh,
this,
as a faculty
like there are
login
a
also,
lot
they
of
will deduct.
free services. Apart from this, there are a lot of free resources you can create on Microsoft Azure. But if you are willing to do those paid resources only, then you will be needed some amount in your Microsoft Azure account.
Okay, sir. When the SAR demonstrated during the virtual machine, he said it is used to shut down. If it is not shut down, it will be metered. It will be chargeable.
Yes, sir.
That
Yes,
means
sir.
the usage hours.
If you are creating
Suppose.
a virtual machine, let us assume you have created virtual machine, and it is in running state
Yes,
now,
yes.
then that virtual machine will be chargeable. So there
Suppose
is
if we
some
forgot
one
to
feature.
shut down.
Yes, no, there is features are there. Like while creating, also you have seen some forms, right? In that form, there is one feature like auto shutdowning of the machine. Like after some idle time, the machine
Oh,
gets auto shut down. So that is why the cost doesn't get included to that virtual machine. After 60 minutes or after one or
today.
2 hours, it gets shut down.
So today I got one useful point from the SAR's lecture. I have created my AWS virtual machine through the AWS account. I didn't shut down yesterday. I saw that
Okay.
account, still it's running. So after that only I shut down that. So it is very much useful to handle the virtual machine.
Yes,
Because
and
suppose
generally,
if I
sir,
forgot,
virtual
that is also.
machine. Generally, the virtual machine are used for hosting purpose, like they are used as a server only. So generally, this shutdowning is been not done to that. Practically, it is not done to those virtual machines. So even this running cost is also not that much high actually. So like it depends on the type of virtual machine you have configured generally. But for hosting a
I
website,
have.
if you are hosting website of on this virtual machine now, then it will cost you like monthly billing will be there, or some plans will be there for that.
Oh, for they won't charge. Suppose if we host some website only. Charge.
Your voice is breaking up, sir.
Hello, sir. Suppose if for practice purpose they won't charge. Suppose I want to host any other website in that virtual machine. At that time they will charge or under the free subscription.
No, sir. Generally, this concept of virtual machine is what? It is a concept of private cloud. Okay. So it's a private model, like a dedicated service you are using of the cloud. And if you are want to host a simple website, like let us assume you want to host a static website, for that they will be not charging. Have provided one serverless app services in the cloud. You can use those concepts and you can host your website.
Okay, sir. I have one more doubt. If I gave my credit card number and the CVV details, they are registering. If it is any services I may be unknowingly used, if they detect
Yes.
from my account.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But before deleting, they will be crediting $200 to your account, and they will be deducting from that $200. And after it gets over, then they will be starting deducting from your credit card.
No, after confirmation from our end only, they will deduct, no, by using OTP.
Yes. After confirmation
need-
only they will be deducting. Otherwise, they will be not deducting. Auto deduction is not there.
Because some of the features still we didn't know completely. So today only I got some useful point from the lecture. We need to shut down that server.
Yes, sir.
I thought
Even you can
if we
shut
log out
down.
from the log.
Even sir,
I
like
thought
when you
if we
configure some Windows
when
based,
we
so we are getting
Ah,
GUI like
ah.
graphical user interface. But most of the
Okay.
servers are into the Linux base only, where you will be not getting any GUI. So you need to shut down it with the help of this platform only, like what is the platform you are using. Like it will be Azure platform, or it can be AWS, anything else.
Today I understood clearly based on their lecture. I understood clearly the point. Earlier, I thought if we came out from the login, it will be automatically shut down. But today only,
No, sir.
I
It
clearly
doesn't.
understand. It to back. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, Narendra, we should take 10 minutes of break and then we can join and let us complete Linux bits also.
Yeah, so we will be back at 11:10, right?
Yes, 11:10. Put the timer.
Okay.
Yeah.
हाँ जी सर।
Mahesh, let's start the session. Welcome back all dear faculty members. Shall we start, faculty members?
Yes, sir.
Mahesh, your voice is breaking. Mahesh, still the voice is breaking. Hello, faculty. So we'll wait for 2 more minutes to join. Like Mahesh will join, and he will take the next virtual machine, that is Linux-based virtual machine. And some faculty asked how to create a virtual machine. For them also, this is the answer. So just follow the same steps. The same steps which we are using to create Windows virtual machine will be used for Linux virtual machine also. The only thing is, the only difference is the operating system is the difference, and the way we are connecting to the virtual machine is different. The rest, everything remains same. So those who are having a doubt like how to create a virtual machine, so just follow this procedure, which will be shown by Mahesh. Meanwhile, any faculty are having any doubt means always welcome. You can discuss. I think Muskan ji, are you there? Muskan ji, so you are facing some problem with your virtual machine. So your IAS feature is not going to be installed in your virtual machine. Is it so? Muskan ji? Yeah. So now, faculty members, what I'm doing here is one of our faculty members not able to create the IAS feature on the virtual machine. Okay, now what I'm doing is I am giving my virtual machine for the faculty. So she or he can access my virtual machine. So Muskanji, can you go to my yeah, Muskanji, can you share the screen? Like I'm just giving you the access. Like 1 second, I'll give you the access.
Narendra, I'm audible to you.
Yes, yes, Mahesh. Yes, yes.
Okay. Now my voice is clear, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. So let
Muskanji,
me
we'll
share
wait
my
for
screen.
1 second.
Okay.
Mahesh,
You are solving some issue.
no, no, no. Muskanji will have this activity after this at the end. Okay. So Mahesh will explain how to create a Linux virtual machine. Okay. Okay, Mahesh, you can.
Okay. Okay. So let me share my screen first. please confirm me whether my screen is shared or not.
Yes, Mahesh, shared. Shared.
Okay. So, like we have created one virtual machine with Windows based OS, and now we'll be performing virtual machine with Linux based OS. Okay, like we all know, we can install a virtual machine for what purpose, for different purpose. Like we can use it for our own development purpose also. We can use this machine for hosting purpose also, like to host any different softwares or different websites on that server. Okay, so like already how this Microsoft Azure is working, let me explain you in detail to all of you, like how this Microsoft actually works on. So this Microsoft Azure, when you take any plan under this Microsoft Azure, under that plan, you will be getting numbers of subscription. Okay, like we are under one subscription with AzureNet Foundation, right? This is the one subscription we are under which that subscription. So under one subscription, you can create numbers of resource group. Okay, you can create numbers of resource group, and under that, those resource group, you can create numbers of resources. So just for understanding purpose, I'm explaining this part, like what is resource group and what is resources. So when you click on this resource group, whatever resources is being created, you will be getting a list of resource group first. So currently we are having this FTP 12 day 2 resource group, which is being created by Narendra. So whatever resources you have created will be all those resources will be getting under this one resource group. Okay. So for what purpose this resource group is being used? To keep the hierarchy of resources. Okay. If I want to trace or if I want to track some resource, for that it is being used generally. Okay. So this is the use of resource group. The second thing, what are the resources then? So under this Microsoft Azure, if you want to see the resources, now if you want to see the resources, you need to click on this menu section and you just need to click all services, where you will be finding the list of resources which this Microsoft Azure is providing to us. So here are some categories. According to the categories, those resources are being categorized. In very nice way, they have given this list. If I'm having some work related to AI and machine learning, I can just select the category of AI and machine learning, and I can find the resources which this Microsoft is providing to me. If I want to do some work with analytics, then I can use these resources. If I want to do some compute resources, now the resources which we have created or you have created in the morning is of compute resources, where you can find this virtual machine option. So what is this compute resource? The anything which you are computing, okay, that comes under this compute resources. Okay, so you can just explore all those resources which has been provided by Microsoft Azure. And one of the more advantage why this all the companies are getting redirected to this Microsoft Azure is what? Like Microsoft Azure also supports a third-party software, like which has been not developed by Microsoft, then also it is been supported by Microsoft Azure. Okay, that is the one of the thing why those all companies are moving to this Microsoft Azure. Now let us create one virtual machine, like the way we have created virtual machine with Windows based OS. Now we will be creating one virtual machine with Linux based OS. For creating virtual machine, we need to search virtual machine in the search bar. Okay, there are 2-3 methods from which you can search the resources. The best way I can tell you with the search bar only. Okay, this is the best way from where you can search the resources. The other way is you can click on this create resources button. Okay, here you can find it out. Okay, when you click on this button, you will be getting the list of resources, and you can search from here also, or you can search from this list also. Okay, and again the category will be shown to you. The third method is of creating resources is what? You can go to this menu bar and you can again find the same button, create a resource. Okay, and the fifth way is what? You can go to this all services and you can create from there also. But My recommendation for you will be, you can go to search bar and you can directly search for the resource name which you want to create. So I want to create a virtual machine. Okay. So let me create a virtual machine for which I will be searching word keyword with a virtual machine. So I will be getting all related stuff which I have searched in this queue in this search bar. Okay, so already this all is been shown here. So what is this all? So all the virtual machine resources will be shown here. So whatever list comes under these services is a list of Microsoft products, and whatever things it is being shown under this marketplace, it is the third party software which is being supported by Microsoft as well. So for creating a virtual machine, we will be using this service with the name virtual machines. Okay, so click on this virtual machine, and here you can find the list of virtual machine we have created now. Okay, so those are all Windows based virtual machines. So here you can see Windows based, and some of the faculty like has created Linux also. Very good, you have created Linux based machine also. So we'll be doing the same thing, like we'll be creating Linux based machine. Like I can see almost 16 records. I can see 16 people have created the resources. And now for creating resources, again, we need to follow the same procedure. Let's click on create button. And here we'll be getting three lists. What this list tell us, this is the default, like default machine, like pre-setted configuration machine. And this is the more VMs or related solution. What does it mean? Like it handles or it deploys the full workload of the product. Like if I want to use in with a high configuration machine, I will be using this VM related solution. Whatever related solutions I want to find out related to this virtual machine, I can get it from here. And the second option is presetted configuration. What does it mean? Like some presetted configuration you will be given to, you will be suggested by this Microsoft Azure. But we don't need those two options. We'll be creating a customized virtual machine. Like the way we want our virtual machine, we can customize according to our needs. So select the first option. Select the first option. So you will be redirected to this form of creating virtual machine. So generally how the cloud computing is working. Cloud computing is working on demand on services. Okay. We need to provide a demand on the basis of demand, the cloud will be deploying services to us. Okay. So for demanding purpose, the cloud, this form has been created now. So you can see there are a lot of steps are there, or lot of steps are there, which we need to demand or which we need to tell to you this Microsoft Azure regarding with our resources. Okay, so let us go to this basic tab. Okay, and if you forgot any, if you miss any tab, like I miss to give some name to my virtual machine, then I will be getting error in this point. So this is the validation what this Microsoft Azure is having with this. Okay, so let us, the important task is what, while configuring any resources, you should be always mentioning the subscription and resource group. Okay, why so? Because under which subscription and under which resource group you are placing these resources, that is very important part. Because it in practical world, it is for tracking purpose, it has been very important. Like there are numbers of subscription, numbers of resource groups, and on those resource group, which resources you want to put, that is very important for an cloud architecture. Okay, so here I can create my own resource group also if I don't want to do it, but we'll be not doing that one. We have already created a resource group with the name FTP12 underscore day 2, right? So we'll be choosing this resource group only. Don't create or don't make any new resource group here. And we'll be creating the resources under this FTP12 underscore day 2 resource group only. Okay. Now we need to provide some instance detail. What is this instance detail? So while creating that virtual machine, we need to provide like what will be the name of virtual machine through which we can identify that virtual machine, under which region we need to deploy this machine, what should be the availability zone. Suppose what is this availability zone and availability option? Generally, when any fault occurs to the region which we have selected, so this Azure makes one backup in different region. It will be make backup in availability zone, and when some problem occurs to our original machine, this availability zone replica will gets activated and it gets started supporting to the original to us. Okay, like that we will be not losing our connection to our virtual machine, and we will be getting connection like 24/7. Okay, this is the availability option. So generally it has been used for load balancing purpose. Here you can see availability zone, virtual machine scale set. You can scale your virtual machine, like you can scale down also, you can scale up according to the needs, according to the traffics which you want to deliver or which you want to flow to this virtual machine. So this is generally used for load balancing purpose. Like I can tell you an example of Hotstar. If you have used Hotstar, like it is a cloud-based software or application where, suppose I can tell you an example, like there is IPL is going on, right? Cricket match. IPL is going on. And when Virat Kohli comes for batting, right? So automatically at that time, lot of traffics are getting increasing to that Hotstar website, right? So this is a web streaming, right? So automatically the server gets scale up in that sense, right? Because of the traffic is getting increasing. So this is the thing we need, which works in the load balancing generally. Okay. So for load balancing, we are using this availability zone and zone or availability option. Okay. How the option we need to prefect? We can use zone wise availability. We can use virtual machine scale set or scale up, like distribution of VM. So for scaling also there are two types, horizontal scaling and vertical scaling, where we can, what is horizontal and vertical scaling? Like we are upgrading our own system, or we are just creating a new system to support our original system. Okay, those are the types of scaling of. Okay, and the last option is what? Availability set, where it will be automatically distributing, or it will automatically create one virtual machine which will support our original virtual machine. So this is the scaling option where we can configure the virtual machine. Okay, now those are the instance details which we need to configure, like what will be the image we want to put on our virtual machine, what should be the architecture of our virtual machine, what will be the hardware of our virtual machine, hibernate preview, like hibernation we want to enable or not, how the way we will be accessing our virtual machine, then for accessing whether we need some username or password or not, how should be the inbound port, outbound port for our virtual machine. So all the demands we need to give to this Microsoft Azure, and after getting those demands, one JSON file will be getting created in the backend, and that JSON file will be sent to this data center which we have chosen, right? After receiving that JSON file to that data center will start the deployment process. So that is why in the first practical, or in the last, in the second practical, you have seen the message of deployment in process, right? So what is happening actually, the server is starting the process of deployment, and after getting that JSON file, I will show you that JSON file also, like how the file is being created while creating a virtual machine. Okay. Till here, everyone got it? What is virtual machine? What is the purpose of using virtual machine? Yes. Any doubts till now? What is virtual machine scaling? How the traffic is being generated? Any doubts? If you are having related to load balancing also, you can ask me. All things are clear.
I think Mahesh, clear. No one is posted any message.
Okay, fine. So let us create a virtual machine. Now, to rectify our machine, we need to give some name to our virtual machine. So I can give my name itself. or we are just practicing. That is why I'm giving my name. And most probably we'll be choosing the recommended region. Now, for this also, I can tell you, those are the regions which have been recommended by Microsoft Azure. It doesn't mean like Microsoft is having only this much amount of data centers, but it will recommend us like which is the closest data center to our place, right? So we need to select the closest one. Why so? Because of the latency of data, right? If you choose the closest region data center, the latency will be low, right? To get the data, to access that server, the latency will be low. Okay, so that is the concept where you need to deploy your resources. That is very important point, like where you want and actually in practical manner, like where you will be deploying your resources. That is very important case, because the latency is a major issue when you deploy any application or when you deploy any website. So latency should be very less. For that, you need to choose the closest region or closest data center from your place. Okay. Generally, this is the recommended list which has been provided by Microsoft Azure. We can choose any of the region from this list. So I can choose East US 2. Okay. And here I will be availability zone. I will be choosing no infrastructure redundancy required. Right now I don't need a backup of my Azure because I will be not deploying any kind of application. I will be not using that virtual machine. I'm just demonstrating you like how to create a virtual machine and how you can use this virtual machine. So that is why I will be not needed any infrastructure or replica, which should be happen on some place, right? So choose this option as no infrastructure redundancy required. Then security type, what will be the security type for your virtual machine? You need to select here. If you select standard one, so the standard level security, like basic level security will be provided. If you select a trusted launch virtual machine, like it will be the security with a higher grade or higher level of security will be provided to you. So keep it as it is. Keep the default one only, like trusted launch virtual machine security. We want it. Now the images. Okay. Now in previous practical, we have chosen this Windows based OS. Now we'll be choosing this Ubuntu server, which is Linux based OS. Also, you can choose numbers of OS are there. The list of OS are there where you can choose. And if you want to see all images, you can click on see all images, where you will be getting a list of all the images which you want to configure to your virtual machine. Okay. So here you can see the list of all the OS you want to configure to your virtual machine. You can configure it. Okay. So we'll be selecting this Ubuntu server 22.04 or 20.04. Only these two latest version we will be selecting. Okay. And for that, you can see the details also, like for what purpose you can use it. You can use for production ready, developer friendly, no mandatory license, non-stop security, optimized performance, portability, 5 year security maintenance. So those are the services which has been provided with this OS itself. Okay. So let us go to this create virtual machine where we will be selecting this Ubuntu server OS. You can select either this 20.04 or you can select either 22.04. Okay. So what type of VM architecture you want? So if you are finding some difficulty to understand some concept, you can click on this I button or you can move your cursor to this I button. You will be getting more detail about that question. Okay. So what is this architecture? Like we know the architecture with Linux is in two form. It's with ARM64 and x64. It's a 64-bit. Okay. Keep x64 only. Then here we have this Azure is asking us run with Azure Spot discounts. So it is asking us like while creating this virtual machine, you want some spot discount, like the lowest amount it will be selecting while creation of this virtual machine. We'll be not keeping this option because sometime it happens, it will select the low configuration machine. Okay, that is why we will not select this thing. Okay, like what will be the size? Okay, we'll be choosing here. So if you want to see the size, these are the recommended list which is being given by Microsoft Azure, and these are the recently used sizes. Okay, so the general size we use is B1 S only or B2S. Okay, so if we want to see all the sizes, we need to click on all the sizes, and here we'll be getting the sizes option. Okay, and according to our requirement, so here you can see maximum input and output per second is which is higher for which server, and what is the costing of that server. Okay, so that this is very important, like for doing your work, like you are doing some development work or you are using this server for your production purpose, then this maximum input output per second should be more higher. Okay, also RAM should be more, CPU core should be, V core should be more. What is this V core? Can anyone tell me what is this V CPU? What is this cores are being used for? So like in our laptop also we are having this V cores or core system. So can I know like what this cores are is being used for? What is the purpose of this V core? Any one of you? So vCPU, like here I can see one is there, two is there, two is there, two is there. I'm having four, and in this EED series I can see larger number of configuration. Like here I can see RAMs are that much, like 28 GB of RAMs I can use, non-premium, previous generation, older generation I can take it. So F series, if we see F series, here you can see N series. So all those categories, all those configuration are being used for different purpose, which already mentioned here also, like 4th generation D family size for general purpose use, for continuous full CPU performance. For full CPU performance, you will be using this B series. Then high memory needs. If you is there any high memory needs, then you will be using E series. Okay. Then high memory processing is been more in your virtual machine, then you will be using F series. So general purpose we will be using B or D series only. Okay. So what is this V core generally? Let me explain you that also. So V cores are nothing but you are doing some processes. Okay. As many V cores you are having to your virtual machine, as those many processes, parallel processes you can do on your virtual machine. Like I'm having 16 V core, 8 V cores. So I can do that many of parallel processes at the simultaneous time. Okay. So those are the processes which I can do with this V cores. And we'll be selecting a lowest cost machine only. Like this is the lowest cost machine I'm getting, 596 rupees, which is I think B1S, and which is free service eligible. Okay. So B1S or Narendra, is there any other size if you want to tell me?
So you can go and select a B1MS. B1MS is there. B1MS is there in B series. So get down. It is not listed here. Scroll down. In B
Why
series.
B1MS?
B1MS is not giving us a very prompt service. Deployment is correct.
Okay. Where I can see the B1
in the B, like you can type in the search box, like that search box is there now on the top.
Okay. Let me see. Oops. You can search for B1MS, right? So here you will be getting B1MS, where I think it is used for general purpose only, and maximum input output per second is 640. Okay, this is also good. Other way you can use B1S also, where you will be getting lesser inputs and output. Like Narendra told, it is a prompt software. Like let us choose this B1MS only, because the configuration is good, but the amount is also good. Like 1000 rupees it will be getting charged. Okay, we can use this B1S select this B1S MS, and this B1 MS will be using for creating our Linux-based virtual machine, which will cost around 1,000 per month. That it's okay then. Okay. So everyone are getting this size at your side also. Please let me know that also. Whether you're getting the same size what I have selected. If you're not getting though, you will need to change the region what you have selected. You can choose different region. Like I have chosen East US too. Like the way you can choose South
Sir,
US, European
we are
countries.
unable to select option.
Which one, sir?
Hello.
Hello. Yes, Ramesh.
Sir, we are unable to see the select VM option. Can we show once again? Where can we select that?
Here itself, like you're talking about size, right, sir? Or a virtual machine you're talking about?
No, actually, I joined later. Then I selected security type trusted launch virtual machines. And the availability option, no infrastructure redundancy required. Image, I have selected Ubuntu server 20.04 LTS x64. VM architecture, either we select x64 or ARM64.
You can
x64.
select any one, but my suggestion will be x64 only, because any application while installing to this virtual machine, it's supported morely to x64 instead of ARM64.
What is the difference between ARM64 and x64? It is related to
So
version,
generally,
huh?
when I choose, see sir, when I choose this Windows OS, suppose I'm choosing Windows dataset, so automatically this ARM64 will be getting disabled. Why so?
Okay.
Because this is not supported to Windows.
Okay. Then
It is only
eviction type,
supported to
we need to take.
Linux-based OS only.
Okay.
Got my point. It is an architecture
Oh,
actually,
okay.
VM architecture, 64-bit,
Which one?
32-bit.
ARM64, ARM64.
Yes.
Huh?
ARM64 or
Okay,
you
but
can
we are
plainly use x64.
okay. Then run with the spot discount. Is it required to tick or untick?
No, it's not required to tick. It should be untick only.
It should be tick.
And no, it should
But
not be tick.
untick.
Don't check.
Untick.
Don't tick.
Okay.
So in the sizes,
okay.
you need to choose B1
Hmm.
MS only, which will be costing around 1,000 rupees per month, 1,009.
But it is
rupees.
showing only standard D2S, D4, SV3,
So there,
and
you just click on that text box. If you click on that text box, you will be getting.
okay. Now I got it. Which one we need
Okay.
to select?
Okay, sir.
B1.
B1 MS
Which
or
one
B1S?
we need to select?
B1S or B1
B1.
MS. Let me copy this.
B1 yes, free.
Pre-eligible
837
service.
rupees.
Yes, sir. You can use that also. No issue.
Okay, selected.
Now, yes,
Sir,
and
I'm
now
getting
let us
error
move to the
message.
next point. Yes, you're saying something, sir.
Sir, I'm getting error message that
what error you're getting?
the size is not available in zone 1, 2, zone 2, 3 are supported.
So select no infrastructure, na, sir.
Yes, I selected, sir. Okay, availability zone, no infrastructure. Okay.
Yes. And so zone is what, sir? Generally, this data architecture, like data centers architecture, is being configured into three types, like geographical region, and zone. So geography, under one geography, there are multiple regions. Under one region, there are multiple zones. Okay. So how the way you want to replicate your data in under which architecture? Like under you want to replicate your data under zone, you want to replicate under region, or you want to replicate under geography. Suppose if I choose geographical area, like it will be replicated to different geographical region. Like I have selected East US, then my data will be replicated to this different data center. Like it will be getting replicated to any of these closer data center. And if I choose some zone wise reductancy, okay, then it will replicate our, or it will make copy in our zone only, like it will replicate our copy within our zone only. And if I choose region wise, then it will replicate under our region only. That is the availability zone or reductancy of a data.
Okay, sir.
Got this thing, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
What is the next step
So
to select, sir?
everyone are with me? Like everyone have selected this V1S or V1MS? All are getting the same thing. Please let me know. Okay, fine. Thank you. Thank you for your reply. Now let us move the further. Now, administrator account. So how the way we will be accessing our virtual machine? Now we have chosen the Linux based OS, right? So we'll be accessing with which port? Can I know that thing? I can access with SSH port only, right? What is the SSH port? Can anyone tell me what will be the SSH port? It will be 22, right? So here are the ports, okay, from which we will be accessing our virtual machine. So those are the inbound rules we'll be defining. But before defining inbound rules, we need to define administrator account rule also. Like what will be the authentication type of our virtual machine? So let us choose password only. Like we will be giving some username and password, and with that username and password, we will be logged into our machine. So let me give username as Mahesh123 and let me give the password which I can remember at the time of login. So this is the So this is the username and password I will be using at the time of accessing my virtual machine. Okay. Now, this is how authentication or administration account I have demanded to my Microsoft Azure. Like from this username and password, anyone are having this username and password, they can access my virtual machine. Okay. Now I need to set inbound port rules. Like what is this inbound and outbound port rules? Like inbound port rule is what we are accessing. We are sending requests to our server. That comes under inbound port rule. And outbound port rule is what? Some data is being sent to this user end or some data is being sent to the browser. It is your outbound port rule. Okay. So we need to define those two rules. For now, we'll be defining inbound port rule. Okay. So what is this inbound port rule? We'll be defining, we'll be choosing this SSH port and we'll be also using this HTTPS and HTTP. Okay. These three rules we'll be defining. For what purpose this HTTP and HTTPS is being used? Which is being used to access data or which is being used to host any website, and that website we need to access. Okay, for that we are using this HTTP or HTTPS through a browser. If you want to access through a browser some of the website, we are using this HTTP and HTTPS. And SSH is used for generally, like we have used RDP in Windows based server. The same way we'll be using SSH for accessing Linux based OS. Okay. So now this is the thing we need to configure in our basic tab. Okay. So till here, everyone got it? Any doubts you are having in this basic tab? Please let me know. Got it. Okay. Thank you, sir, for replying. Then click on next button. Click on next button. After clicking on next button, you will be getting a next tab of disk. Okay. Where we will be configuring what will be the disk, hard disk of our virtual machine. So it should be premium SSD or it should be standard SSD. It should be standard HDD. Okay. Whether this SSD, SDD should be zone reductance, that also we can configure here. So keep it premium SSD only. You know, SSD is more superior than HDD, right? So it's a type of hard disk we'll be selecting, and whether automatically Microsoft Azure will be creating one image of that hard disk also, like with the help of hypervisor. Whether you want to delete these hard disks or this data with your VM, that by default it is selected. Yes, what is that? When you will be deleting your virtual machine, automatically that data will be also getting deleted. If you uncheck this thing, okay, if I uncheck this thing and if I go deleted my virtual machine, then my data will not get deleted. Okay, this is the security feature what this Microsoft Azure is providing to us. Okay, there are a lot of security features are there. I can explain you one by one. So just choose this premium SSD. Don't do anything other in this tab, or keep all the default setting only, like key management should be platform manage only. Enable ultra disk compatibility. Well, you will be enabling like a disk according to your zones. So keep it by default. Click on next button. Click on next button. You will be redirecting to this network. Okay. So here you can see DMVM1 is being shown here. Okay. So this is the IP address. This is my new public IP address. Okay. So here I can choose, I can create my own virtual network also. Like the way we are creating our own virtual hardware machine, the way we can create our own virtual network also. Why this network is being needed? To access our virtual resource, we need some network, right? Like I need to access your college PC. I need to enter to your college network first, and then I can access your college PC. The same way, if I want to access this virtual machine, I need some internet network, or I need some network through which I can connect and I can access this virtual machine. Okay. So I can create my own virtual machine, virtual network also. Let me create with Mahesh. Okay. And the IP range will be by default selected from 10.3.0.0 till 60, and by default it will be till 24. Okay. So this is the IP range automatically selected. I can change those IP range also. So here you can see I have created my own virtual network. Okay, on that virtual network I will be placing this virtual machine. Okay, now you will be asking me like, sir, why you have created over your own virtual network?
Sir,
By default
one
it was
small doubt.
created. Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes,
In the
yes, I can
previous
hear
screen,
you.
while creating a OS disk, we need to select delete with VM by tick. What is the need of tick that option? The
So
premium
tick
SSD
option
locally
is what? By default, the setting is in such a way, like when you will be deleting your virtual machine. At the time of deleting,
Oh.
your hard disk or data on that virtual machine also gets deleted.
Oh, if we untick, it will not be deleted.
It will not be getting deleted.
Okay, okay. I understood.
This is the security feature.
Thank you.
Because data is very precious, right, sir? Data is important. Without data, application doesn't make any sense.
Correct.
So Microsoft is ensuring like data should not be getting deleted anyhow. Even if you want to delete some data also, there are some algorithms, there are some methods, there are some structures are there, like soft deletes are there, retention period are there, that I will show you.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you.
Yes. So till here, any doubts if you are having related with networking, any doubts if you are having, you can ask me. Why I have
Can you
created new
again
network?
share again network interface settings, sir?
Yes, yes. So for creating new network, you just click on this create new. And this is also one kind of security feature, because why I have created new network, because if I use some other network, like I'm using this by default, it was DM VM net, right? It was taking some other virtual machine network. But if I use that network, again, like Narendra has explained you, some conflicts might be created. Or anyone who is having authority of using that network, he can also access my virtual machine, right? If he is having some authentication like username and password of my virtual machine. That is the drawback we need to understand about the network. Like if we use any other network apart from our virtual other network, like already which is being created. So if we use that, there some conflicts may be occurring at that time. So it is very like preferable way is what, like you can create your own network. On that own network you will be configuring your virtual machine. This is also second type of security you can provide to your virtual machine. Okay. And by default the subnet IP will be taken from 10.3.0.0 till 24, and public IP address will be Mahesh123-IP. Okay. You want to provide NIC network security group, you can make it advanced, you can make it basic also. So don't do any changes here because this security will be getting chargeable things if you choose the advanced one. Public inbound port, what will be the public inbound port? It will be like the port which we have selected. We have selected 3 ports: 80, 443 and 22 port. Like here also the option will be asked to you, like whether you want to delete your networking, like virtual network, while you will be deleting VM. So you can check this also. If you delete your VM, your virtual network also gets deleted. Otherwise, it will not get deleted. Okay. So
Sorry, your
load
screen is not
balancing.
visible, sir. Hello.
Okay, Narendra, it's visible to you.
Yes,
Other
Mahesh.
faculty, please.
It
Sir,
is
Sir, is
visible.
it visible for other faculty? You can please check your internet connection.
Public inbound ports are not showing.
Where, sir?
We have selected inbound ports now. After that, delete public IP and IC when VM is deleted is required to tick or untick.
It should be tick, sir. You can untick also, no issue. We can delete later also. But for what reason it is
load
been
balance.
I have explained. And load balancing, sir,
Just
it
tell
has
me,
been
sir.
done. It should be none only. We are not doing any balancing, right? We are not passing any traffic to our server, right? So this load balancing concept also is been done into two ways. It is internal load balancing and external load balancing. Okay. Internal load balancing where we'll be internally doing the load balancing of our server, and external means we are taking help of other servers to balance our load. Okay. So this is the concept of load balancing generally to handle the traffic on our server.
Here we are not selected any load balancing option. No? Whenever the traffic occurred,
sir.
the load balancing option will not work.
We need to do at that time when there will be more traffic. I have given example of Hotstar, right, where IPL match is going on and India versus Pakistan is there. So a lot of traffic will be coming to this match, right? That company comes to know, right? So at that time we need to do the load balancing thing to the server.
Okay.
Because it should handle that much amount of traffic. It should be not getting lagging to those application which we are hosting on our virtual machine, right?
Okay. So at the time we
Got
need
the
to
point?
select Azure load balancing. Yeah.
Yes.
At that time we need to select Azure load balancer.
So how the way
and
you will
application
be managing
gateway
your traffic, that you need to specify here. If you are managing your traffic with TCP or UDP network traffic, then you need to select this Azure load balancer. If you are managing your traffic with HTTP and HTTPS, suppose any website is there. On that website, you are moving your traffic. Okay, then you need to select this application gateway. Got the point?
Okay, sir. Got the point.
So this is the load balancing thing, which you can configure while creation of virtual machine. Then click on next. Don't do anything here. Just click on this create your virtual machine. It is not created though. If it is created newly, then no need to create a virtual network also. So click on next. You will be redirecting to this management of your virtual machine. So what type of management you want for your virtual machine, you will be configuring here. Okay, like auto shutdown. Like once faculty has asked me, like sir, after creation of virtual machine,
Myself
if we
only
log
asked.
out, then also sir. So this is the feature where you can enable your auto shutdown thing, sir. You can shut down with some schedule time or some amount of time, like scheduling time. You can auto shut down your virtual machine, so it will not cost you
It's
more.
showing. Yeah, it's showing
Okay.
shutdown time of around 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock by default. You can change those time also. It's like a universal zone time you need to select, like which zone you are at, right? According to that, it will be getting auto shutdown. And after shutting down,
I
it will be sending you mail also, like your server will be getting shut down. So that mail ID you will
So
be defining here.
Okay, UTC coordinated universal time is default, or we can select our Indian standard time.
Now it is default according to the data center which we have selected.
Oh, not for our time.
No, not for
Our
our
Indian
time,
standard
but we
time.
can select our time also here. Like what time UTC time you want to select, you can select from the list. So for auto shutdowning feature, you need to go to this management tab. Here the management tab is there. And identity, here with identity, you can enable assign manage identity, like some identity features will be given by this Microsoft Defender, right? Azure directory, you can log in with your Azure directory instead of authentication, like username password, and you don't want to use that username password all the time. Then you can check this box and
So
you
is it
can directly log into with your Azure Active Directory. Auto
is it
shutdown
required
is
to
there.
enable backups? Backup.
No need, sir. We are not storing any data, so no need to do any edits in this tab. Don't do any edits.
Then
This is the feature I'm
Gust
explaining
to
to you,
OS
what
updates.
you can do with your virtual machine. That's the feature I can tell.
Okay.
You want any updates, guest OS updates. Suppose you have installed Ubuntu and some updates are coming to that Ubuntu. You want those updates, you can use this patch orchestration option also, where by default it will be getting updated or some notification will be sent to you. So all this management part related to your virtual machine will be configure in this point only. Then click on next button. Where you
Hello,
will be
sir.
monitoring part, you will be configuring in this tab. Like how the way you will be monitoring your virtual machine. You want some alert rule, like your data space is getting decrease, or it is getting a decrease at some level. You want some alert rule, right? Your some problem occurs to your virtual machine. For that you need some alert rule. So you can define those alert rule from here. Diagnostic, you can diagnose your virtual machine. By default it is been enabled, like any troubleshooting you want to do to your virtual machine, you can do on this platform itself. Then health, whether this Microsoft Azure needs to check the health of your virtual machine, it will be checking if you check this box also. Okay, how the way it will be checking, it will be checking with port number 80. Okay, so this is the feature where you can configure your monitoring part of your virtual machine. So click on next. Don't do anything in management and monitoring part. Click on next, and advanced part, you will be installing different application to your virtual machine. Like if I want to install VS Code to my virtual machine, I can install from here. If I want to install some extension to my virtual machine, I can install from here. So this is the advanced feature configure feature I can do at the time of configuring virtual machine. Later also I can change everything. So don't do here also any changes. Then tags, here in tags you can write some information about virtual machine, like this virtual machine I have created for FTP demonstration. Okay, so this is the data. I can write it down, and I can write it down. My name also, it is been explained by me, and what type of resources I have used for this creation of virtual machine. I can check this box. This is the metadata, right? You are writing some information like what is the why you have creating this virtual machine, to whom you have created this virtual machine. So those information you can write it in this form. Okay, just click on next. You will be getting to this review and plus create button, where you will be getting actual review of your demands. Okay, like overall reviews, like whatever demands you have given to this Microsoft Azure, you will be getting list of those demands. So whatever things I have selected, I'm getting this FTP, like I'm getting this list of demands. Okay, so here you can see tags are being created. So the tags, it's been created for 13 resources, right? So this is the tags what we have created, right? And validation pass means what? Like all the requirements which we have given to this Azure is been taken by this Microsoft Azure. If some errors occur, then at the certain tab where this error are there, you will be getting cross symbol in that tab. So you can just click on previous button and go to that tab, and you can clear the query what it is asking to you, and again you can click on next button. After getting this validation pass button, I need to click on create button. Hope so you are doing practicals with me. And now you can see submitting a deployment. That means one JSON file of this will be getting created, and it will be getting submitted to this East US2 data center. And after receiving this JSON file, this East US2 data center start the deployment process to this server. Okay, and this is how we will be configuring our Linux-based virtual machine. Okay, so here you can see start time is what? At 12:09 it gets started, and correlation ID, it is the ID of this virtual machine. Subscription, under which subscription it is being deployed, under which resource group it is being deployed, and what are the resources we need to deploy according to our demands. It will be deploying all those resources. So hope so you have
One clarification.
also done the same thing. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We did it, but in review plus create option, the price tag is showing 11466 INR per hour.
What error
Subscription
you are
credit
getting,
supply.
sir?
Not error, sir.
Subscription?
After finish the tax, when I gave the next button, the term review plus create option selected. There in price column, it shows 1.1466 INR per hour. Then it's showing terms and name, preferred email address and things.
That's okay, sir. That means it is just giving you an information like this is the costing of your server hourly basis.
But
that is okay.
they
You
won't
can click on
from our account. No?
Validation pass message you have got on your screen.
Validation, no sir.
Pass. Validation
Actually,
pass.
validation passed. I got the green tick.
That means whatever demands you have given to Microsoft Azure is been validated in right way. There is no error.
Okay. It shows amount 1.1466 INR.
Yes, sir. Means
hour.
1 rupees, 1.5 rupees per hour it will be getting chargeable.
Oh.
Excuse
so we
me,
need
sir.
to shut down. Otherwise, otherwise it will be
get,
chargeable.
like
No?
this way, like we need to delete the resources also. Like if we run this VM for 1 hour, it will be charging our 1 rupees for that hour. So that is the reason this auto shutdowning feature is there now. For that, if we use this auto shutdowning feature, it will be running for certain hours only.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
I got a message telling that your deployment failed.
Okay.
So it was telling when I went for the summary of the errors, it is telling that operation could not be completed as it results in exceeding approved total regional core score.
That means, sir, see, generally this subscription under which we are, right? So we are having certain quotas in different regions.
Okay.
And at the time, lot of peoples, like 83 peoples are there. They are trying to create resources in different region. So sometime it happens like quota gets decreased or quota gets empty, right? So in that case, you change the region. That's it. This is the solution you need to do. Like change the region and try the whole process again.
Okay.
Hello, sir. I got one error. I have posted in the chat.
Okay, let me see. Okay, Neeta ma'am, actually CPU remaining not created. So CPU is not created. That means again you need to change the region, ma'am. Like each region is having sizes also in predefined manner for our subscription. Anything else anyone wants to ask?
So actually, in my case, the validation is passed, but I'm unable to create. While deploying, I'm getting error like I have created virtual machine DMV2, so I'm getting status like conflict over there.
So already the name you have used, the same name you are using for Linux also. So the naming confliction will be there. Like you can't use
Actually,
same.
sir, I have used same network over there, virtual network. Maybe that's why I'm getting that kind of error.
Might be. That might be a case also.
Means for every
You
virtual
can create
machine, we
one
need
more
to
time.
create
No issue. You can create one more time.
Okay. So I have another issue, like for every time we need to create the new network, or we can connect to.
Actually, previously it was not the case, but I don't know, like it is getting changed day by day. So previously what the things were happening, when you create a virtual machine, automatically the new network was created by virtual machine by Microsoft Azure. But nowadays it is not creating, so we need to create a new network from our side. Any other queries?
Hello.
Yes, Dhanashree.
Yes, as you said that we can use auto shutdown mode for the virtual machine to shut down. But if we shut down for some time, then where do we have to on it again? From where?
No. It auto shutdown means what? Like you are putting some triggering option.
Okay.
Like it will be getting shut down and it will be getting started in certain time.
Okay.
Suppose let me explain you in this manner. Suppose I'm running one company, IT company. Okay. And for running IT company, I'm having some 10 employees. And on this 10 employees comes in my office from 9 to 5 only, right? So my actual work is between 9 to 5 only. For that actual work, I need some server VM. So I can put down some schedule. Like 5, my VMs will be working. Other time it will be getting shut down.
Okay.
This is the thing actually works with VM.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Anything else? Okay, I think all have created the VM. So after deployment, you will be getting one message of your deployment is being completed. Okay. So there is one button, okay? So which is go to your resources. You need to click on that button. So then after clicking on that button, you will be redirected to your virtual machine. So see, you will be getting your virtual machine name, and under this virtual machine name, you will be getting the monitoring part of your virtual machine. So you can see here, I can see overview. Under overview tab, I can see essentials like under which subscription, which resource group, under which location, under what IP address this machine is hosted, under which virtual network this machine is there, what is the operating system, okay, what is the subscription ID, what is the subscription name. If I want to change the subscription, I can move this resource from one subscription to other subscription. If I want to change the resource group, I can change this resource group from here also. So this is all the edits I can do. If I want to edit my tag, so this edit tag, see, we have given the tag FDP demonstration done by Mahesh. So I can edit those tags also. So whatever things we have configure at the time of configuration, we can later edit those things also. Like we can edit all the thing according to our requirement. Okay. And in properties, you can see you will be getting all the information like about us we are getting, or about our phone we are getting in our phone, like whatever configuration of your virtual machine, it will be shown here, like computer name, operating system, image publisher, image offer, image plan, VM generation, VM architecture, agents. So all the things you'll be getting here. Disk size, see what the disk size, auto shutdown schedule is there. You can see here. So all the information you will be getting here. Monitoring part, if you click on monitoring, so here you can monitor your VM. So health events, see here there are 3 health events, and Azure outage is no issues. Right now there is no issue with our software. If there is some issue, it will be shown here. Okay. And we'll be getting graph of our VMs also, like in graphical way, our VMs monitoring, we can do it. Like what will be the VM availability, CPU average usage, then disk, how much disk size it is being consumed. So we can see in graphical format in this monitoring tab. Okay. Capabilities, what are the capabilities we are having with our VM? So you can find it in this tab. Recommendation, any recommendation by Microsoft Azure, here you can see the list. And if you want to learn more about this virtual machine, all the documentation you will be finding under this tutorials tab, where you want to do some edits, you want to do load balancing concept, you want to scale your virtual machine. So all the documentation you will be getting here. By reading those documentation, you can do the things. Okay. So also videos are also provided here. See, videos are also there. So you can learn from here also. Then click on activity logo, where activity related to this VM will be shown here. Like here, you can see 3 activities are being done: creation of updated version, health event. Okay, so those 2 activities are being done. If I do some other activities like login or hosting a website, it will also shown here. If someone is accessing my virtual machine, that activities also will be shown here. So all the activities, it will be shown. It is the activity log file, from which we can monitor the activities which has been done on virtual machine. Access control, where we can define the access, to whom we need to give the access, what will be the roles for that user. We can define with role-wise access also, denial assessment also, role-wise assessment we can provide. Okay, so whatever access point, like I have given you an access of subscription of Edunet, right? So this is how I'm giving you an access to any kind of resource, right? So subscription, I have given you access. I can give access the same way I can give access to my virtual machine with this case only. I can add new role assessment, and to this new role assessment, I can give an access to my virtual machine with some predefined roles, like here built-in roles are there. So if I want a user to just see the resources, he can't do edits. So I can use this user access administration. So this is how I can define the access rule to my virtual machine. And if I go to this access control, you can define the access rule. Tags where I can edit the tag system. So one tag I have given already. I can create one new tag also. I can edit the created tag also. If I want to troubleshoot my virtual machine, then I need to go to this diagnose and solve problems where I can do the troubleshooting part. So currently there is no issue. So it will not show anything. If I want to download reports of my virtual machine, I can download from here. If I want to view the events of resource health, I can view from here. If I can't connect to my virtual machine, I can troubleshoot here. So there are different troubleshooting things are being shown here. You can do the troubleshooting according to the trouble you are getting to your virtual machine. Then networking, where you can configure your network automatically. We have configured one virtual network, which is this one, and you can see the interface, NIC public IP, private IP, default network we have created. If you want to add some inbound and outbound rule, you can add it from here. See, you can get outbound rule also. These are the outbound rule. You want to add some security to your application, you can add from here. You want to change some load balancing thing, you can change it from here. So those are the things which you can do related to the networking part. If you want to connect to your virtual machine, you can click on connect button and you will be finding all the connection things where you can download those files like SSH using Azure command lines. You can use this feature of command line to access this Linux based virtual machine, or you can just access this virtual machine with SSH port. Okay, so now we'll be accessing this virtual machine, that also I will be demonstrating. So if you want to change the disk size, like premium disk you have selected and you want to create one new disk. Okay, now this has been full. It is of 30 GB. It has been full and you want to add more disk to it, you can add it from here also. If you want to change the size of your virtual machine, like B1 MS I have selected, I need to upgrade to any other size, I can upgrade from here. Okay, Microsoft Defender Cloud, I need to change some security monitoring part. Whatever things we have learned till now at the time of configuration, I can change each and everything from here. Okay, this is the concept, bro, which you need to explore more. Okay, because it will take a lot of time to explain all the things, but you can understand doing those things after reading. So now let us access this virtual machine. Okay, you can reset your password of virtual machine from here. There is a reset password. If you forgot any your password, okay, you can reset it from here. You want to check the performance diagnostic, you can check it from here. Okay, so automation, any automation task you are performing on your virtual machine, you can preview these automation tasks from here. Okay, insights like monitoring part you can see from here. Operations part you can do it from this thing. Okay, so a lot of things you can do with your virtual machine. This is the dashboard of your virtual machine. Now let us connect to this virtual machine. Now this is a Linux based machine. So this Linux based machine will not have any graphical user interface. We can connect this virtual machine with only two things, one with command prompt or other with Putty software, right? So for that, you need to download this Putty software. I will be pasting the download link also. You need to just download this Putty software, which has been used for accessing purpose generally, a Linux based accessing purpose. To access SSH port, this Putty software is being used. You just click on this download. Okay, it's not showing what. Yes, from here you can just download this Putty software. Just click on 64-bit. Now, if you have selected ARM64, you need to download this Putty software. If you have selected this 64-bit, then you need to download this 64-bit. If you are selected 32-bit, then you will be selecting 32-bit architecture. Okay, so let me post these into the chat box also, so you can download it, the software from there. Everyone are with me till now? Any doubts if you are having related to this Putty software, you can ask. Okay, thank you. So let us now, I have already downloaded in my PC, so I will be not downloading this software. So now what I will be doing, I will to connect to this virtual machine. So I will be going to my local computer and I will be searching for Putty software. So after installation, you will be getting some Putty software in this way. So there will be, after installing, you will be getting such kind of files. Okay, where you need to select this Putty software. Select this Putty software and it will get open, and such kind of user interface you will be getting on this Putty software. Okay, so here you need to paste your IP address of your server. So public IP address you will be getting under overview tab under this public IP address. Copy this public IP address and paste this public IP address and this host name. Okay, so port you will be using SSH port only, because we have defined our inbound port rule as a SSH port rule, which is 22. So click on that and click on open. Okay, so this is how one interface will be getting open by Putty. Okay, where it will be asking like what is the username and password of your virtual machine. So the password and username we have given to our virtual machine at the time of configuration, we need to put those password and username. So let me put the password also. So while typing password, it will not show, but you need to type it and just enter it. It will be getting accepted. Okay, now you can see I have logged into my virtual machine on my command prompt. So here you can see my welcome to Ubuntu 20.4 LTS Linux machine. Documentation is help.ubuntu.com. Okay, any documentation management. My system load is this much, uses is this much. Okay, so you can see the information like I have logged into my virtual machine. Okay, now you can use your command line, like your Linux command. You might all be knowing like how to use Linux command to access any, to do some operations on Linux based machine. If I suppose I need to type, I need to print something, so echo command I'm using, right? So I can print echo word. I need to see time, right? I need to see time, which command I can use, or I need to create a directory, I can use m directory commands, right? So like this way, you can use the Linux command to do operations on your Linux virtual machine. So till here, everyone got it? Please let me know. Komati ma'am, what things you want me to repeat? Please repeat about process.
I think Putty connection, I think.
Okay. Okay, Putty connection, ma'am, you need to go to this website which I have given in the chat box. Click on this link and just download this Putty software. If you click on this installer MS, one file will be getting downloaded. And after downloading this file, you need to just install this file. You need to just install this file. And after installation, you need to go to your start menu, start window, and go to search for Putty software. Okay, search for Putty software, where you will be getting such logo and name of Putty software, and just open that Putty software. That's it, man. And after opening this Putty software, let me close this. Let me explain you again. See, let me open Putty software. So this is my Putty software, and I need to copy the public IP address, okay, on which my server is being hosted, right? This is my public IP address. This I will be getting under this overview tab, okay? Click on this public IP address and copy this public IP address to this host name. Just copy this public IP address to host name and click on open. So you will be your interface of virtual machine will be getting open, and here you need to log in with your username and password, which you have given at the time of configuration. Okay, so this is how the virtual machine is being created with with Linux based OS. Okay, now you can do the operation. Like I need to update my virtual machine. For that, I will be going to super user. Okay, and if I want to update, I will be using apt_get update. Okay, so this is how I can update my Ubuntu server. So all the updates which are needed for doing operations, it will be getting updated automatically. So see reading package list, and you will be redirected and updation is been done. So I can update my server also. I can perform as many operations as we are performing on normal Linux based server. So we can install Apache 2 also to host a website. Suppose I want to host a website on this server. What the thing I can do? I can update my server. I can install Apache 2 on my server. So the commands what you will be getting, you can get it from internet also. Either way, I can give it to you.
Mahesh, I'm pasting in chat all the commands.
Okay, fine. Then it's okay. So if faculty can use those command also. So like I have updated my server. After updating my server, now I need to install Apache 2. For installing an updation, you will be using apt-get apt-get is used for update and installation purpose, and you will be using now. I want to install Apache 2. So Apache 2 is nothing but it's a web server which we will be installing for hosting a website. Okay, so let me install Apache 2. So see, I have installed. Do you want to continue? Yes, I want to continue. So this is how I'm installing Apache 2 server to my Linux based OS. And this is how the server is getting installed. And if I want to use some services, I will be using this service command. Okay, so service command is generally used to use for using some services on Linux based OS. So I want to use Apache 2. Okay, and I want to start that Apache 2 application. For that, I will be using service command, and I will be using service Apache 2 start. So this is how my Apache 2 gets started, and I need to check whether this Apache 2 is been getting started or not. For that also, I can use the service command Apache 2, and I need to know the status, so I will be writing status. Okay, so okay, 2 was missing. Now I can see the status. So I can see the active status is there. It is in running condition. And now after installing Apache 2, by default, some website is been hosted to this server. Now I need to check whether the the website is being hosted or not. So what I can do, I can copy this public IP address. I can go to my browser and I can check whether any website is being hosted or not. So see, after Apache 2 installation, I can see the some default page has been getting hosted to my server. So you can replace this page with your HTML or with your file also using FileZilla software later. But this is how you can host a website on your Linux-based machine. So this is the procedure which you need to follow to host a website on Linux-based virtual machine. So anyone having any issue related to this hosting part also, please let us know. And if you have hosted your website, you can give me your IP address so I can check at my side also. So if I copy paste this IP address, you can check my IP address also. You will be getting one website which is been default page website which has been hosted on my server. So any doubts you are having till now? Ashwini ma'am, Muskan ma'am, what is the issue you are getting? Access denied showing. For what access denied is been shown? Yes, Muskan ma'am. Okay. So this Kumar sir has posted his IP. Let me check. Yes, sir. Very good. To connect to Putty. Okay, ma'am, can you share your screen if possible? Narendra, please make Muskan ma'am as a presenter.
Okay.
Neeta ma'am, what is the issue? To connect to Putty after entering password. I'm not getting your problem.
Muskan ma'am, you can share your screen now.
Let me stop sharing my screen so Muskan ma'am can be able to share. Madam, you are using wrong password, madam. Access deny means you are using wrong password. You can do one thing, you can reset your password also. No issue. You can go to your Azure portal and there is one option of resetting password. You can go and reset your password and you can use that password again in your Putty software. Okay. Any other faculty are getting any issue, please let us know. Ashwini ma'am. Have you sorted your problem? Have you solved your problem? Okay, how many of you have completed? Just give me a thumbs up.
Sir, I am Ramesh Babu, completed, sir.
Okay.
Hello. Sir, I have shared
Yes,
my
yes.
public IP address.
Okay.
You can check it.
Yes, sir. I can check. Yes, sir. Good job. Prashant sir, actually, after completing these 6 steps, you need to check whether any website is being hosted to your server or not. By default, Apache will be hosting some default page.
Okay.
And you need to
Okay,
check whether this
I'll
page is
try
being
that.
hosted. Yes, sir. And if you want to do edits, like I don't want that page, I want my own HTML page. And for that, you need to again download one FileZilla software is there. You need to download that software, and you in command prompt you need to use chmod -r777 command. With that, you can edit the root directories or root file directories, on which you can just delete the HTML file and you can put your HTML file which you want to change. That's it. So this is how you will be doing edits, or you will be using the VM virtual machine with the Linux resource. I think all things are clear now with a virtual machine. You can configure your own virtual machine.
Yes, sir, I'm getting the default page. I put the screenshot.
Yes,
chat
yes, sir.
window.
Very good, sir. Yes, yes. That's the output, sir.
So can you give one example to copy the HTML file into the directory?
Okay. So, no, sir. Actually, you need to download. Let me share my screen. Okay.
Hmm.
Through command prompt also you can do this. There is one editor is there.
Your screen is not visible. Now only
Yes,
started.
sir. Now I have shared. Please see whether you are getting my screen. Or not. Are you getting my screen?
Yes, sir. I got download putty latest release is showing.
Okay, okay, fine, fine. So for that you need to go to this FileZilla software. Go to this FileZilla download, and you need to download this 64-bit FileZilla software. Okay, and from here you can just explore your. This is the very best method from which you can see your file in this manner. You just download it and you can explore those FileZilla operations. So this is the thing, like you can create one HTML file in your local computer, and you just need to upload that HTML file on your server with the help of FileZilla. Got it, sir?
Yeah, got it.
That's the point actually you need to do for editing purpose. So all things are clear right now. Please let us know
clear.
any doubts, any.
Sir, just post the instructions from where to edit the file to host our own page. If you can put that in the chat window, the commands that we need to
Okay,
use.
one thing I can do it. Just create one HTML page in your desktop on in your local computer. Install that FileZilla. Now, Narendra sir, can you just write it down the steps?
Yes, yes. Anyhow, we are providing the recording also, no?
Recording is also there. No, actually they want like how they can edit the HTML page. I haven't installed this FileZilla in my local computer. I need to install it.
Okay.
Okay, I have downloaded this thing.
If you can just mention from location where the file needs to be edited, I think the rest I can try.
Okay. Let me see. In root directory, sir. Let me show you that also.
Actually, we are having a file like a var www html. So this is the hierarchy, sir. I think Mahesh will trying to show.
Sudo, I forgot to write it. Sudo chmod. So chmod is generally used to write or do the execution part. Like this is the file which we can't edit generally. So it's not showing.
No, sir. What I was trying to say is the same HTML file that we created for the Windows. If we can copy it somewhere and can directly see it, I think that also will serve the purpose.
That also can do, sir. But the directory path will be where under www root folder. You need to edit that. Okay, I will do one thing. I will demonstrate this thing to you by tomorrow also. So see here, sir, this is the page directory you need to see. So here you can see the html.file where www under public root folder. And in this page also you can see the procedure like how you can change the HTML file. Where in default page you will be seeing how to replace the file. You need to locate your directory to this html.index file. So you will be getting you need to just change this index.html to your HTML file. That's it, sir. And this you can do with FileZilla also.
Mahesh, can I share the screen?
Yes, you can share.
1 second. So this is the FileZilla. Okay.
Okay.
Can you see, Mahesh? This is the FileZilla,
yes, I can
sir.
see.
So all the faculty members, you please download this FileZilla and install in your local laptop. And if you open this FileZilla, so this is the interface you are getting. So this interface I'm using to get connected to my HTML page. Like if I want to design my own website, so that you can do using this software. So Mahesh, tell me your host IP.
It's Mahesh123.
Host IP address, public
host
IP.
IP address. Oh, sorry, I can tell. Wait. I'm pasting it in chat box, Narendra.
Okay.
You can take it.
I'm just
Username and password also.
This is username, right? Mahesh123.
Yes, username. This is username and password is this one.
And the port is 22.
22.
So this is SSH port. So this is 22. So we are entering this IP address of your virtual machine, username of the virtual machine, and password of the virtual machine. And this is the port through which we are connecting to my virtual machine, Linux-based virtual machine. And click on Quick Connect. And see here, you can see here, it is getting connected to your virtual machine, which is there in the cloud. And here, this is our remote side. So this is like you can see here, two windows are there. Local site is there on the left side, and this is remote site is there. So local site is just nothing but our local machine. So where we are having our HTML page and all. And here, this is the remote site. This is referring the cloud. Okay. In the cloud, I am connected to Mahesh123. Okay. This is the virtual machine, Linux virtual machine.
Okay, now what I'm doing is here, I'm just deleting this and I'm typing like the path name, like VAR, enter. Now you can see here, sir, please note on all the faculty members. This is the path which I am using to place all my HTML files. Okay, so just in the remote, just remove everything, whatever you are having. By default, it is showing you the path of your Linux virtual machine. So just delete, select all and delete. And now type, this is the path like VAR, enter. And it is getting connected to VAR. You can see here. And then you can expand this VAR. And here you can see like, I'm going for www. So just 1 second, www, enter. And you can see www. I'm entering inside this folder, and now I'm going for the actual 1 second. I'll show you that. After www, I think
index.html.
index.html, right? Okay.
But no, to specify that also, www, you need to just expand the folder, that's it.
So you can expand that. So you can expand that, you can see here. So this is the HTML page. You can see here, index.html page is the default page from the Apache 2 server. So if you don't want to use this, you can delete this, or you can always delete this. Okay, and in this path only, you can keep your HTML files. From your local system, you can drag your HTML files into this, okay, www folder, and you can use this IP address to host. That's it.
Yes, that's it. So whatever code files will be there, now you will be just getting it from your local host and you will be putting it into your Linux-based server. That's it. Got this part, faculties? Please let us know.
So let me try once, if possible, I'll try one simple thing. Like I am creating one text file, text document. I'm keeping this as index.txt. That I'm writing, hi, how are you? Like this is the thing. So save. Go to file, save as. Now I'm changing this to HTML page. So this is, I'm not expert in HTML. So what I'm thinking is, I'm just typing one simple HTML page, and I'm keeping that in desktop. And this is my HTML page. You can see this is my HTML page just now I created. Now I am dragging this HTML page into that path via www. So go to FileZilla. I'm just deleting this is faculty members. This is the index HTML page given by the Apache 2 server by default. I don't want to use this HTML page, then I'm deleting this. So delete, right click on this, delete this. So now it is empty completely. Now what I'm doing is, so in my local laptop, I need to go to desktop. So I need to go to desktop. This is my desktop. Under desktop, I need to go for that HTML page where I have saved, and I need to drag this HTML page to here. That's it.
Sir, it is shown in the below window.
What, sir? Yeah, can you see the HTML page is loaded now? So this is index.html page which I have created on the desktop. So now what I'm doing is I'm using this now like a IP address of the virtual machine to look at this website. So just close this, and I am going for copying this IP address. Where is the IP address?
Yes, it's coming, Narendra.
So this is Mahesh IP address now. I'm just copying this. And I am using host. I want to see whether this HTML page is hosted on this Linux virtual machine or not. Just enter. Now you can see, hi, how are you? Okay, so that is how you can also create your business website or any other website using HTML, CSS, JavaScript, anything. So make all the files on your desktop and drag all the files to FileZilla. So this is your local screen, and this is the remote screen. Remote screen means which is there in the cloud. So you are dragging all these files from this local pane to the remote pane. So that's it. So put all your files here, and you can use this IP address to host your website. And you can share that IP address to any of your friends, any of your customers, any of your clients. So they can also see what is there inside a website. I think it is clear, I think now.
Yes, faculty, it is clear or no? Please confirm us. Okay, thank you, Dhanesh ma'am, for confirming. I think it's more for today. Like we have completed 2 practicals with virtual machine. So most probably tomorrow we'll be moving to more critical practical of SQL, and one more practical we'll be doing with Data Factory. So let us stop here now, and let us conclude this meeting. So Shaswatan is there on the call?
Yes, I'm here,
Yes.
Magesh.
Over to you, Shaswatan.
Yeah, thank you so much, Magesh, and thank you so much, Narendra. Just 1 minute.
Narendra, you can delete the resources which we have created.
Yeah. All the faculty members, I'm deleting the resource group and all the resources. Now I'm creating one more resource group like FDP 12 day 2 underscore practice. You can use it for practice.
Also, Ashwini ma'am is asking like for tomorrow, which software we need to download. You can download, ma'am, only. Wait, I will be giving you a link also. You need to download SQL Server Management Studio. That's it for tomorrow's practical. I Okay, I'm posting the download link of the software which you need to download it for tomorrow's practical. So this is the link from where you can download this SQL Server Management Studio, which we will be needed for configuring SQL database on cloud, and we'll be connecting that database to this software only, which we'll be installing on local computer. So the link I have already given in the chat box, so you can download it now also. Other way, you can tomorrow also you can come with the software. And those faculties who want to try after this meeting gets completed in your free time, if you want to try or you want to practice some practicals which you have learned from yesterday and today, so you can use this FDP 12 day 2 practice resource group only. Okay, don't create your own resource group or don't use any other resource group, because simultaneously other trainings are also going on. So please use the resource group only which Narendra has created for your practice purpose. So if you're practicing though, you can use this resource and you can practice the practicals which you have learned through or which we have taught to you. Any other query related with practicals, you can ask Narendra or me. If no doubts are there, then Shashwatan, you can conclude the session.
Sure, sure. Thank you so much, Magesh. And so, yeah, very good afternoon to all the faculty. I hope today also it was a great learning day for all of you. I am assuming that. And thank you so much. Also, thank you so much for making this session also very interesting. And Magesh, I think we can also stop the recording now. And now I don't have much announcement. I have just very few announcement. One is like as we discussed already,